Get her duck, Dave. Well, Peter got you.
Stop!
Oh! 89.50. Big buck!
Today, these three players are after high stakes, but they'll have to avoid the whammy as they play the most exciting game of their lives. From Television City in Hollywood, it's time to press your luck. And now, here's your host, the star of Press Your Luck, Peter Tomarken.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Rod Roddy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Press Your Luck with a lot of excitement today, as we've had the last several days with a lot of bucks going back and forth and passing and whammies and all that. But what do you say we meet the players who are going to be vying for the big bucks on Press Your Luck today, starting with Cindy Patchen. Hiya, Cindy.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
How are you? Now, Cindy, where do you work?
I work for a major amusement park. I work in the guest relations department and handle tours.
I see. We can't say what that major amusement park is, but one of the members is celebrating, what, a 50th anniversary or birthday or something?
Something like that.
Something like that. And you're known as a tap dancing lady?
Yeah, tap dancing tour guide. That's my nickname over
That's
there.
because you do a little dance as you're taking
Anything
people.
to get discovered. I'm a starving actress.
Aha! Well, look at this. You've got at least, how many people watch this show? 12? Yeah. You'll be doing great. Good luck to you, Cindy.
Thank you very much.
All right. And our second player is David Lopatin.
Good morning, Peter.
How are you?
Just fine, yourself?
Good, thanks. Now, David, you used to be a publicist, I understand.
Well, I did a very interesting internship in college. I earned my internship by being a publicist for a professional wrestling organization.
I see. And what, something happened?
Well, towards
Turn
the
you
end
off?
of the semester in college, I was taking photographs around the ring, and a close to 400-pound wrestler got thrown out of the ring and landed on me and broke a couple ribs and my camera. So,
So that was the end of your career.
well, I got an A for the internship.
I see. I got you. All right, David. Whammies do not fall on you here. However, they do take your money, so be careful, okay? And our champion is Ernie Pekorski with $11,384. Ernie.
Right.
What do you think? You want to make some more money?
Oh, I'm going to, sure.
Big bucks you're heading
Right,
for, right?
you're right.
All right. What do you say we hit it?
All right.
I got 4 questions. I know you're all going to give me answers. Answers become spins. Are you ready?
Ready.
According to a University of Minnesota professor, having a good cry can cut emotional stress by 40%. His studies show that an emotionally healthy woman averages how many cries a month? Well, look at the hands retract on that one. I'll give it to you multiple choice. If you're right, you get a spin. According to a University of Minnesota professor, his studies show that an emotionally healthy woman averages how many cries a month? Is it 3, 4, or 5? Cindy?
I think I'm going to go with 3.
3. And David, what do you think?
I think 4.
4 for David. Ernie?
5.
5. Ernie knows how to make him cry, because 5 is the correct answer. Yep. So I guess what should happen is David should hit Cindy so she'll cry a couple more times, and then she'll have her allotment, I guess. All right, 1 spin for Ernie. Second question. In what part of your body would you find your femur, your fibula, David?
And your leg.
And your patella. Is the correct answer your leg, your arm, or your head, Cindy?
I think I'll go with your leg.
Well, you can go with a leg. My leg is being used right now. Ernie, what do you think?
The leg.
A leg. Your femur, fibula, and patella are all parts of your leg. Yeah! Cindy gets a spin. David, 3. Ernie goes to 2. We can talk later, though, Cindy.
Okay.
Here we go with the 4th question. It's not the 4th, it's the 3rd. I was just trying to see if you were awake. It's the state with the longest coastline, the smallest population, and the fewest students per teacher in its public schools. And it's our 49th state. What state, David?
Hawaii.
Is the correct answer Hawaii, California, or Alaska, Cindy?
Oh, boy. I'll go with Hawaii.
Hawaii. What do you think, Ernie?
Alaska.
Ernie, it's Alaska we're talking about. That means Ernie goes to a big 3. Well done. Ernie just hangs back and just like a professor gives the right answer all the time. 4th question. Watchdogs have to be very alert, as we know. But there's one common household pet that never even closes its eyes. What is it? Cindy.
A hamster?
Is the correct answer a hamster? a parakeet, or a goldfish? David?
Goldfish.
Goldfish. Let's go to
Goldfish.
Ernie. Goldfish. That pet never closes his eyes because he's a goldfish. That's right. Cindy stays at 1, David 4, Ernie 4. And you get to turn those spins in the box when we come back right after these words. Returned, and we're going to give you an opportunity to go after the money on the board. $13,000 on that board with some other prizes and a few whammies, so be very careful. Remember, the player who ends this round with the most money gets to play last in the final round. That's a big advantage. You can pass the remaining spins anytime during your turn if you have a fear of the whammy. And 4 whammies put you out of the game, so stay away from the whammies, all right? That means, Cindy, you're going first with the least spins. One of them. Hit a big one.
Okay, I'm going for a big one. I got to stay in this game. Big bucks, and stop.
Stop at $500 and a spin. One more spin, Cindy. Hit it again.
Okay, we're gonna get a spin. Big bucks and stop.
Stop at 500 more. That's $1,000. Now we go to David.
Okay, let's
4 spins
go.
and $0.
Big box, no whammies, and stop.
Stop at Olympic phone. That Olympic phone is valued at $375. David, second place, 3 spins.
Big
6 and a quarter less
bucks,
than
big
Cindy.
bucks, let's see it. No whammies, and stop.
Stop at a video recorder.
Yeah.
Worth $799. David, you have first place
Okay,
by $174.
Let's see some money. Big
Everybody wants
box,
that
big
first
box, no whammies, and stop.
Stop at advance 2 spaces to dinnerware. Dinnerware is worth.
Let's try it again. Let's see those big bucks.
Dinnerware is worth $500. $1,674. 1 spin left. Press your luck or pass.
Play. Big bucks, let's see it. Big bucks, and stop.
Stop at $600. $22.74. You're in first place. Let's see if you can hold on to it. Ernie, 4 big ones. I know you want that first place as well.
All right, let's start off with some cash now. Big cash, and stop.
Stop at $500 on a spin. Still have the same 4 spins, Ernie. Press your luck or pass. Third place.
How about a TV camera now? And let's go and stop.
Stop at a... Tell me how many guys can break dance in midair, and we'll talk.
Okay.
3 spins, Ernie. Here we go.
Go on. All right, now. Need some big bucks, and no more whammies. And stop.
Stop at $300.
All right.
Back in the chips. 2 spins left, Ernie. Third place.
We need some extra spins now. Let's go and stop.
Stop at $1,000. Ernie, you're in second place with $1,300. David has $974 more than you do, and you have 1 spin.
1 spin.
Pass it. Goes to you, David. Let's see what Ernie gives you. 1 spin is yours. Been passed. $22.74 in first place is at stake.
Okay, let's see those big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, and stop.
Stop at a whammy. Oh, David and Ernie felt it coming on. $0. Cindy, $1,000, and Ernie, $1,300. You have first place and the advantage with your strategy. And we're coming right back with a whole new round of questions and answers right after this. Once more into the breach, my friends. 4 more questions, and you will produce answers, and for that, you'll earn spins. Are you ready?
Ready.
I didn't hear anything.
Ready.
Ready.
Okay, I just was checking. Eggs come in grades such as AA, A, and B. They also come in sizes determined by USDA minimum weights. The smallest size eggs are labeled small, but what label is given to the largest size, David?
Jumbo.
Is the correct answer jumbo, giant, or extra large, Cindy?
Extra large.
Extra large. Ernie?
Jumbo.
Jumbo. The largest size eggs are called jumbo. And they are hated by the hens, as a matter of fact. David goes to 3 and Ernie gets a spin. Second question. We make more long-distance phone calls on Christmas than on any other holiday. What occasion encourages us to make the second most calls? Ernie?
Mother's Day.
Is the correct answer Mother's Day, Easter, or Thanksgiving? Cindy?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. David?
Mother's Day.
Yeah, you betcha. Mother's Day is number 2. Cindy gets a spin. David goes to 4, and so does Ernie. All right, a battle of spins here. He played Uncle Bill on Family Affair for 5 years and then decided to retire. But he's back now as a retired criminal judge. David.
Brian Keith.
On Hardcastle and McCormick. Who is he? Is it Brian Keith, Jack Warden, or Tony Randall, Cindy?
Brian Keith.
And Ernie, what do you think?
Brian Keith.
That busy ex-retired actor is Brian Keith. Cindy goes to 2, David to 7, Ernie to 5. Fourth question. According to the Brain Book, to the nearest 5 degrees, at what room temperature do our brains work best? Ernie?
70.
Is the correct answer 70 degrees, 65 degrees, or 75 degrees? Cindy?
I'm going to go with 65 degrees.
And David, what are you going to go with?
70 degrees.
70 degrees. The Brain Book says we do our best brain work at 65 degrees. Cindy goes to 3. David goes to 6, I believe, if we get the spin up there. And no, David stays at 5, Ernie stays at 5. And we'll be back when you get a chance to turn these spins into huge, big, humongous bucks right after these words. Players, $80,000 on the big board waiting for you to get your hands on it. One prize worth more than $5,000. However, there are some whammies, so be careful. Money-wise, Cindy, $1,000 in 3 spins. David, $0, but you have 7 spins. We finally got that corrected. Ernie, you have $1,300 in 5 spins. You're going to play last since you won round 1, so relax while we go to David. Fewest bucks, but the largest number of spins. David, hit it. 7 of them.
Okay, let's see it. I want those big bucks, no whammies, and stop.
Stop at 750 and a spin.
Okay.
Still have your 7 spins. Third place, 750.
Okay, I'm going to go. I want those big bucks, no whammies. Whammies go home and stop.
Stop at $800. 1550. First place, 6 spins, 250 ahead of Ernie.
Let's go. Big bucks, no whammies, and stop.
Stop at a car.
All right.
Valued at $5,199, David. You're at $67.49. That is $54.49 more than Ernie. 5 spins.
I got to go for one more.
All right,
Let's
here we
see.
go.
Big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, stop.
Stop at advanced 2 spaces to $2,000. $87.49, 4 spins. Press your luck or pass, David. That's $74.49 more than
I got to go for one more.
One more time.
Big bucks, let's see it. Whammies, stay away from me. Big bucks, and stop.
Stop it. Go back 2 spaces to $3,000 and a spin. $11,749, and you still have 4 spins, David. If you passed him, they would go to Ernie. You can keep going.
I'm gonna go for one more.
All right, the one more syndrome. Here we go again. Big bucks.
Okay, big bucks, whammies, stay away from my door, and stop.
Stop it out.
Who would ever hurt a whammy? Who would ever want out?
Yeah, that's why they call it press your luck, David. But you have 3 spins left, 2 whammies.
I definitely am going.
Here we go.
Okay, big bucks, let's see it. I want it back. Big bucks, and stop.
Stop it out.
If elected, I will raise your taxes.
David, you have 3 whammies. As you know, one more whammy, you'll be out of the game, although you do have 2 spins.
I gotta go.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let's
Looking
see
for
it.
the
I
box.
want some money.
Had
or
a taste
trip.
of it, wants it back.
Okay, big bucks, whammy, please stay away. Stop.
Stop it, New York City. A trip to New York, David. Valued at $2,248. You're back in first place by about $948. One more spin. You never said it would be easy.
I'm going to go for it.
Gonna go. All right, David.
I'm going to go. Okay,
Roll
I
the
want
dice.
some money. I want some money. Whammy, please stay away. And stop.
Stop at $1,400.
Okay.
David, well done. 36-48. You're in first place now. Let's go to Cindy with 3 spins. See what she can do.
Okay, we're going to win. All right. Big bucks, no whammies, and stop.
Stop at 700 on a spin. 1,700, Cindy. Second place, 3 spins.
Going. Okay, we got to win big bucks for mom and dad. Okay, and stop.
Stop at advanced 2 spaces at $2,000. 3,700. You're in first place. First place by $52.
Okay, if I pass,
If you pass, they go to David.
I'm gonna go. I'm
Go.
gonna press my
All
luck.
right.
Okay, here we go. Big bucks, and stop.
Stop at $500. 4,200. 1 spin left, Cindy. Press your luck or pass.
I'm gonna play. I'm
Okay,
gonna
here we
get
go.
big bucks. Okay, we're gonna get double your money, 5,000 a spin, anything but a whammy, and stop.
Stop it.
Oh,
A lousy band, Cindy. Game is not
They are.
over, however. $0. Ernie, $1,300 and 5 spins. You ready?
Gonna press on. All right, now. Big bucks to start off. Big bucks and stop.
Stop at $800.
All right.
2,100, 4 spins, second place, Ernie.
So press on now. Let's have a TV camera. We need a TV camera and stop.
Stop at Australia.
Oh,
Our trip to Australia, Ernie. $3,744. You're at $5,844.
Right.
That's about $2,200 more than David. 3 spins.
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we press on.
Press on,
How about
says
some
Ernie.
big bucks this time? Some big bucks and no whammies. And stop.
Stop at Everybody's getting a whammy today. Ernie, $0, 2 whammies. You have 2 spins, though. You want to start again?
I have to go.
All right, here we go.
Let's get some big bucks this time. Some great big bucks. And let's go and stop.
Stop at $1,000 and a spin.
All right.
Still have your 2 spins, Ernie. You're $1,000 richer.
Have to go on.
Go again.
All right, let's get some big bucks now. Great big bucks, mega bucks, and stop.
Stop at $1,400. Ernie, you're at $2,400. That's $1,248 less than David. You have 1 spin left. You'll have to get something that gives you more than $1,248 to win, or you can pass it to David.
No.
Gonna go. All right, David, Ernie, let's see who's the
Let's have
champ.
some great
Big
big
spin
bucks
coming up.
now. Real big, but no whammies. No whammies. And stop.
Stop at $1,400. And Ernie, you did it. $3,800. You're the champ once again today by $152. And we're coming back to talk to you after this. We're back with today's big Dress Your Luck winner, Ernie, with $3,800. And Ernie, I like it so well because I get to do Roddy's job. I don't quite have his voice, but let me see how I can do it. Yesterday, your total was $11,384. Added to today's total of $3,800 gives you a grand total of $15,184. How was that, Rod? Not bad. Okay. Congratulations, Ernie. We're going to see you next time. And David and Cindy, we've got some nice prizes for you. You won't be leaving empty-handed. I thank you for playing. You got a taste of the money there for a bit, and then old Ernie jumped in and grabbed it. But I thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, until next time, I have some words of wisdom. This one is from, and Hazel, forgive the pronunciation of your last name, but it's tough. Hazel Kamileski, or Mileski. But she's from Black River Falls, Wisconsin. I guarantee she's the only Hazel in Black River Falls, Wisconsin. Her poem is, I had a dream the other night that I was on your show and had won $1 million with 1 more spin to go. I decided not to pass it and said just 1 more time. Up came that nasty whammy, and I woke without a dime. Yes, Hazel. Yes. And one more, we have another one. This is from Sue on our staff of Press Your Luck. She plays the Little Whammies. Doesn't make her very popular with the contestants, however. Whammy, whammy on the board. Keep your hands off my hoard. This cash I've got is hard-earned, and I don't plan to leave here burned. That's right, Sue. Thanks. Until next time, this is Peter Tomarken saying thanks for pressing your luck. Bye-bye.
Here's what we have for our departing contestants. Enjoy the air you breathe with this pure air machine. High and low speed, citrus fragrance, plus Noodleroni Parmigiano, a bit of old Italy, now in 7 flavors, including chicken and light lasagna, and the Rice-A-Roni flavor family. Also, Harlequin books featuring Harlequin Temptation, the sensuous new romance series you won't be able to resist. Harlequin is romance, and you can never have too much romance. And Baraxo hardworking hand cleaners for hardworking hands. Powdered, waterless cream, and heavy-duty liquid from U.S. Borax. Plus, Bedsack provides luxury upholstery for your old mattresses or box springs and protection for new from Bedsack. And pour yourself a Frosty with rich, creamy A&W root beer and 1-calorie sugar-free A&W. This is Ron Ruddy, speaking for Press Your Luck, a Carruthers Company presentation.
Get ready to match the stars. Ronnie Graham, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley. From It Is Enough, Susan Richardson, Artie Johnson, and Fanny Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now, here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rayburn.
Hello, John. You ready?
Yeah.
Huh, you ready?
Yeah.
Sure, babe. What you have in mind?
Right with it.
What'd you... How do you feel?
Okay, wonderful.
Whoa,
You know,
good.
Gene, can I tell you what disgusts me? Is
What
There's
disgusts
6
you?
people on this panel, and 2 of them have purses, and you'll never guess which 2 it is. That's what disgusts me. Ask to see the purse.
Okay, everybody on this panel is carrying a purse. I want to see your purses right now. Show us your purse.
2 guys are carrying a purse?
You know, Gene, in our locker room, if a guy comes in with a purse, I mean, any guy would do it. We absolutely kicked it right out of him.
Yeah. You're disgusting.
Did they have that in blue?
Keep my athletics supported.
Really? Shall we have a little decorum now?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you give a polite applause of welcome to Vern Duncan and Jackie Turner? Okay. Yeah.
Didn't it die?
You're Jackie Turner.
I'm Jackie Turner
Right. And tell us again where you're from.
from Bullhead City, Arizona.
Right. You brought the whole busload with you, huh?
There is a bullhead out there, yes.
You really got that many rooters out here?
Sound like it?
Oh. Well, guys are hoping to say hello to you after the show in case you walk out of here with a bundle of money, huh? Okay, cool it. Get the bucket of water, Ira. Throw the bucket of water on that group over there. And here is Vern Duncan, who has been married for over 50 years and was in the aviation industry and does a little of everything.
That's right.
I'm glad to hear you're still doing a little of everything. All right. We begin with round 2 here now. Vern, you're ahead, so you're going to go first. It's 1-0.
I'm going to take B for Becky, my wife.
Is Becky your wife's name? Isn't
her
that
nickname.
a pretty name? At the UN, Dumb Donald said to a foreign diplomat, "If you're from Turkey, where's your blank?"
Having trouble taking your hostility out on
Vern Duncan, you ready?
Ready?
At the UN, Dumb Donald said to a foreign diplomat, "If you're from Turkey, where's your blank?"
Fez.
What?
Fez.
Fez,
Turban.
as in hat.
That's
Oh.
his hat.
What they used to call the police in Constantinople.
Yes.
See, this is Fez.
Be careful, the feds are coming.
I just don't know how to explain to Vern Duncan that he gave us a rotten answer.
It's all right, Vern.
Okay.
If the audience doesn't boo, you
If
say
you're
that,
from
right?
Turkey, where's your
Drumstick.
drumstick? You see,
That gets a big
you didn't.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. That's a marvelous answer. It happened to be a marvelous answer.
That wasn't that good because he's new. That's not that good an answer.
There's a
That's
little,
not good.
little play on words here. A little attempt at humor.
Don't use
you
the word
see.
little.
Dumb Donald. Dumb Donald is speaking to a diplomat. You see. He says, if you're from Turkey, where's your drumstick? That's how dumb he was. He still doesn't understand me. What do you got?
Tell Artie Johnson to watch that height and quit picking on my buddy over here.
Yeah, don't pick
Boy,
on her
you'll be
buddy.
in trouble.
Waste of tall.
Okay, now. What does that say?
Show us the answer.
Watch that stuffing.
Stuffing. You're from Turkey, where's your stuffing?
Gravy.
Gravy.
The man likes with his meat gravy.
Right, okay.
Right, Chuck.
All of those were good answers.
Oh, they're all going to be so macho.
All
we're
good
gonna
answers,
throw
'cause they all
up.
No,
have to
I
do
don't know
with
what
turkey.
to do. I want to buy a purse, but I don't know if I should buy a blue one, a gray one, or a red one. I'm so confused. What would you boys wear with it?
Go with basic black.
Basic?
Go with
A basic black
It'll
purse?
match your pearls.
Susan?
Here, too.
Yes.
Stuffing.
Stuffing. You sure didn't get pregnant around here, did you, honey? All these guys carrying purses.
There's a joke about that, too.
Okay, Artie,
that joke.
go.
Dressing.
Dressing. All right, that's it. Now, Vern, didn't do too well with that one.
I didn't. I goofed on
Jack,
that one.
you need one to tie and two to win.
Okay.
The hockey player's wife said,
Okay.
Okay.
I think my husband is having an affair. I just found lipstick on his blank. Hockey player's wife.
That's a hard one.
That's a very good one.
Jackie Turner. While Fanny's finishing up, the hockey player's wife said, I think my husband is having an affair. I just found lipstick on his blank.
On his hockey puck.
On his hockey puck. One hockey puck will tie. Two hockey pucks will win. There's one. Okay.
Lipstick on his puck.
What do you got? Okay. All right, come on down, Jackie. Vern, you're going to come back to game number 2 a little bit later, all right? That's good. We'll look forward to seeing you later, Vern Duncan. Now we're going to have a go at it here with Jackie Turner and see how much money she's going to win. Ready? All right. Here it is. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank cord.
Oh, cute.
If you give us the answer they wrote down most often, we give you $500. For matching the second most popular answer, you get $250. And then if you match the third, you get $100. Now, as you call on the celebrities, don't call on the dummies. Just call on the smart ones. The ones who have a nice gleam in their eye.
don't
The
write
ones
for
who
that.
are
We
not
just
averting
keep
your
it in our-
gaze. Those are the smart ones.
Ronnie.
You don't show it. You just say it out. You verbalize it, sweetheart.
Lost.
Lost chord. Would you like to sing a chorus? Seated one day at the
orders, weary and ill at ease, and my hands wandered idly over the Don't
He
ask
knows
him
it, too.
anything else.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a public domain song. That's why I asked him to do it there. All right.
Arthur Sullivan of Gilbert and Sullivan wrote that tune.
That's right.
This
And
girl's
it
trying to
pointed-
win
his
money,
name
and you're
was
giving
Solomon.
us trivia. Just
It's-
go right
it's
through
not
him,
trivia.
sweetheart.
It is trivia.
You want to call in another star?
Fanny.
Okay. Unicord. No,
Wait a minute.
harpsichord.
Harpsichord.
Oh, no.
And Charles.
Oh, that's a good one.
Harpsichord?
No. What mommies have when babies come. Light cord.
Light chord. Okay. That's the thing you used to pull to turn on the light.
If it's
and
not a
then-
heavy cord, it's a light cord. Yeah, light cord.
Yes,
the light
right.
cord, the cord that goes into a light.
Right.
Where is
Light
the light
cord.
cord? Will somebody please find the light cord? The spelling is not the
Ginny,
same.
put the light cord out if you're going out.
This is a
When did I lose control of this mob? This unruly mob on this stage. They are talking without provocation. Hello. Now you have light cord, lost cord, and harpsichord. You can choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Umbilical cord.
Good girl.
Umbilical cord.
Oh, wrong
Okay.
speller.
She is looking for an umbilicus.
Lost cord.
And they're hard to find these days.
It doesn't have an H in it.
I love
All
that
right,
thread.
let's find out if we got an umbilical cord under the $100 response. Harpsichord is there.
Harpsichord.
All right, that was Fanny's answer. Let's take a look at the next one, please. Music cord.
Oh, now the lost cord.
Now the lost chord. You think it's going to be up there? What do you think, audience?
Vocal cord.
You don't know. Yeah. Okay, slide it.
Chord.
Lost chord.
There it is, baby.
Sweetheart, you know what? Chord
Jackie
spell- umbilical
Turner.
spelled
Umbilical.
C-O-R-D.
You ain't got no money. Oh, I'm sorry about that. You can cry on my shoulder while we earn a little money for the network here, or whoever we're with these days. Here we go. Jackie Turner just had a very difficult time there, Vern.
She did?
Yes. Did you hear what happened?
No, never.
You were backstage. You didn't hear what
That's right.
happened.
I didn't.
Tell them what happened, Jackie.
I didn't win any money.
You didn't? Geez, that's bad.
She
She
blew
didn't win any money.
$5,000.
Yes. All right. We'll start another game now, and we want to give away the money. We want to give it away. It's up to you. Vern, A or B?
I'll tell B again.
A?
B.
Oh, B. I don't hear so good today. Hey, did you hear about Teddy's birthday party?
No.
Tell us about it.
Well, he had a cake.
Yeah.
So he invited some friends over. Oh, I left out a vital ingredient. Tough Teddy's
Oh, boy.
birthday party.
Read on, Gene. Let the
Yeah.
guys with the purses lay out.
Okay.
I'll handle it. Because they get upset.
Okay, here it is.
They like flour and.
All right, you tell us about it.
No, I can't. Cause
No,
I,
come on.
No, I don't
Go on,
want to hurt
Tough
my.
Teddy's birthday party. Go on, Tough Teddy. Tell us about Tough Teddy.
Did you hear about Tough Teddy's birthday party?
No, tell us about Tough Teddy's
I'll
birthday.
tell you about TT's birthday party. Tough Teddy, he had a cake.
Yeah.
So he invited some of his friends over to blank out the candles.
Aha!
Tough Teddy.
Tough Teddy.
Right.
Okay.
Cute, adorable.
Put in the
Wrong,
slot, away
but
we go.
adorable.
Did you hear about Tough Teddy's birthday party? Well, he had a cake, so he invited some friends over to blank out the candles. Tough Teddy.
Beat out the candle.
Beat out the candles, that's one way to do it. All right, he said beat out the candles. Anything tough, beat, all that stuff. Right, you.
Think tough beat.
Yeah.
I had a better answer second, but
Yeah.
it's not fair. I can't use that, can I?
No. The
Must
one
have
that-
it in the one that's in
The one
there.
that's in the slot.
Yeah, punch out the candles.
What was the other one?
Rub out the candles.
That wouldn't have been a match
Would have
either.
been a match either.
Yes.
Okay,
But
forget
he
it.
just liked it better.
Yeah.
He liked it. He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
an
honey, he-
aesthetic decision.
Right.
He was really tough. He came from a neighborhood so tough they thought he was a sissy. Shoot!
Shootout is good.
This ain't a match, kids.
Punch out. How about
Punch
that?
and beat.
Punch and beat.
But that's what
there's
you
one
said,
for all
too.
you, Vern.
That's a punch.
He
He
said
said punch too. It's
The
punch
first
and
one was
beat is
punch. The
same
real one was
thing.
punch.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Yeah, we got to give it to him.
Yeah.
That's two for
Let's
Vern.
get going here.
light up the other.
Hold it there. I only heard one ding. You're one ding behind. Thank you. Okay.
Shoot.
Shootout. Tough Teddy had a
That's it,
birthday. He
little
invited
mother.
some friends over to beat
Shoot.
out the candles. Shoot.
Sorry.
Shoot. 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 Okay,
Very
Vern,
good.
you picked up two. That ain't bad. Ready, Jackie?
Ready.
This is it. Chief Thundercloud.
We're gonna get letters.
Yes. Don't write to us, Chief Thundercloud. Is the world's richest Indian. He is the only teepee in the world with a blank. World's richest Indian. Only teepee in the world with a blank. Got it. Everybody ready? Here we go. Chief Thundercod is the world's richest Indian. He has the only teepee in the world with a
Elevator.
elevator. All right, that would be rich.
Like it,
Very good.
That's good. A two-story teepee.
Can't match it. That's a good answer.
Two-story teepee, yes.
Okay.
What do you got?
With an oil furnace.
Oil furnace. That would be a rich Indian. What do you got for the rich Indian?
With a hot tub.
Hot tub is another good thing for. Yes, sir.
Hey, jacuzzi, Gene. What we have at the gym.
Jacuzzi. Right.
I have
Keep things stirred up there. Okay, Susan.
mint.
A mint. He manufactured his own money. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Artie, what came to your mind?
I just went to an oil well.
An oil well. Only teepee in the world with an oil well.
A lot
yes?
of Indians have.
I said elevator.
Elevator. There we are. 2-1 is the score, and of round one. Vern, you're still ahead. You can go first.
I'll still go with B.
All right. Everyone except Ronnie and Charles will play.
Good,
Ken
good.
said, my wife is the world's worst cook.
Oh, boy.
How worst is she? Go ahead. I get chicken for lunch, chicken for dinner, chicken for breakfast. If I have chicken one more time, I'll blank. My wife is the world's worst cook. I get chicken for lunch, chicken for dinner, and chicken for breakfast. If I get chicken one more time, I'll blank. Rum-tum. Artie?
Is this a chicken joke?
I'll have to look in my purse. Wait a while.
Okay, Vern. Ken said, my wife is the world's worst cook. I got chicken for lunch, chicken for dinner, chicken for breakfast. If I have chicken one more time, I'll blank.
Lay an egg.
Lay an egg, he said. I think Vern Duncan's on the right track here.
There's only one way a chicken can lay an egg. It's very painful, you know. You think it's easy to lay eggs? No. First, they have to cackle, and then they lay an egg.
Cackle and lay an egg. Okay, cutie.
Leg.
Lay an egg. Oh, you're up to 4, Vern. What do you got there?
Lay an egg.
Oh, fine.
There you go.
Are you going to disappoint him? No. Yeah, look at that. All right, he's got all 6. Your work is cut out for you, but now we have this for you. Vern, you're lovely as a redhead. Yeah. You are lovely, Vern.
Oh, thank you.
Mind if I touch you? Don't be nervous. Okay, now, Jackie, here's the way it is. You need 5 to tie. That's the best you could do, is achieve a tie. Harry said, my wife treats me like a flower. Last night, she stuck my blank in a vase. Or vase.
Oh! Charles. It's Charles's cigar.
Charles is magnificent. Give me one. He's smoking his
Say anything, sweetie.
Waiting, Ronnie. Ronnie is the last.
All about
Ronnie was the last.
Okay. Harry said, my wife treats me like a flower. Last night, she stuck my blank in a vase.
My nose.
Nose. Okay, nose, hand, anything like that would be all right.
Get off her back.
All right. Got to match everybody now, Jackie. Let's see what we have. Got a nose?
I tried to match, but I had foot. I'm sorry.
Foot. So that means Vern wins the game. What the rest of you have in your card? Leg, head. Okay, that's please out over there if you would, please. Jackie, we've got some prizes for you for being here on Match Game, and we appreciate your coming up here. Thank you very much, Jackie Turner. Goodbye. Ready? He says he's ready as he'll ever be. What's that?
I always was ready.
Well.
Well.
Didn't you say that?
Well. No, I can't say that. I think it a lot, though. How many kids you got?
3.
And 9 grandchildren. All right. Well, they're all rooting for you. Here we go. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank, get it. $500 for you if you match the answer they gave most often. For matching their second most popular answer, $250. And then if you match the third, you get $100. Now, 3 of our 6 stars will assist you here, but remember, choose the ones who appear eager to respond to you, not the ones who have turned their backs to you.
Well, I've always been partial to females, so I'll pick Fanny.
Fanny?
Here, Brett.
All right.
Oh, Fanny, Susan, and Brett. Okay.
Okay, I would say come and get it.
Come and get it is one. Susan, what do you say?
I'd say I don't get it.
Susan says, I don't get it. And Brett says?
Go get it.
Go get it. So now you have a choice of choosing go get it, I don't get it, or come and get it, or maybe one of your own. What is your pleasure?
Come and get it.
Come and get it? Okay. All right. Let's turn around here and find out if we've got come and get it up there in some place. May we see the $100 response? I don't get it. All right, that was Susan's answer. Let's see if we can get come and get it under the $250 response.
Go get it.
Go get it. Well, you got 2 out of the 3. There's Brett's answer. Now here comes all right, let's find out right now. Yeah! Oh, boy! $500. Now, that means the least you can play for is $5,000.
Let's double it up.
However, you're going to spin the wheel and... Oh, you want to do that now? Oh, well, don't spin the wheel now. Don't do nothing until I tell you to. Watch this commercial. Watch right there. All right, here we go. I'm Gene Rayburn, thanking all of these beautiful people here. Now,
Go see all my movies.
just, what movies? What are you involved in? Tell us about your movies.
You really want to know?
I want to know about your
Well,
movies.
I did a movie with O.J. Simpson.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We did, and then I did a movie with Suzanne Plachette.
Right? And you
then-
going to Hawaii?
And
Or
I
have
go
you
to Hawaii.
been?
No, I'm going. And then I did a movie with my wife.
Right?
Yeah. We
Oh, you
show it
can't
every
show-
night. You want to come to our house with me?
Okay, I'll do that. Show us your
I
purse.
did a movie with Harry Reeves.
Harry Reeves!
And nobody knows who
Great musician.
I've got a
Don't
development
know
deal
who
with
Harry
Paramount.
Reeves is. He's Linda Lovelace's leading man.
Will you shut up?
That'll go over good in Dubuque.
Oh, dear. The zoo will be open again tomorrow, friends. Admission price will be the same.
shoulder bag would be the simplest thing. What are you going to name it?
Shoulder bag. All right, all these guys with the purses will be back here tomorrow on the match.
Baby Sarah.
Sarah, congratulations, Susan. That's a wonderful name. I'm Gene Rayburn. Goodbye.
Today's consolation prizes are a selection of linens from Thomaston Mills, Easy Care, no iron sheets and pillowcases in the Thomaston Mills Missy pattern, and a 7-piece Performa gourmet cutlery set with extra sharp chrome stainless steel blades and ebony Fleetwood handles, dishwasher safe from Washington Forge, and a tote bag and Quencher nail glaze in 18 shining shades, color coordinated with Lip Quencher lipstick. Nail glaze is called the Chip Quencher because it's so hard to chip. And Quasar Lighting, your choice of one of these brass finished table lamps with bronze highlighting, complements traditional and contemporary settings. And for sunburn, insect bites, scrapes, and scratches, use MediQuick, the quick medicine that soothes pain and helps prevent infection. And Be Fresh makes every flush of deodorizing shower to automatically freshen and help fight bowl ring buildup in 3 original scents, plus new Powder Fresh. Put a shower in your bowl. And a Paper-Made family of products including freezer wrap to protect the foods you freeze, baking cups, coffee filters, and Paper-Made plastic cups for all occasions. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast.
From the Johnson's Wax Research Tower in Racine, Wisconsin, come work-saving waxes and polishes that are used around the world. And now the makers of Johnson's Wax present the exciting television game, The Name's the Same. Now, let's meet our panel of famous names. Well-known composer, conductor, and author, Meredith Wilson. Famous radio and television actress, Joan Alexander. Famous comedy star of radio, stage, and television, Jerry Lester. And your host and moderator, another famous name, Robert Q. Lewis.
Good evening and welcome once again to The Names the Same. Tonight, as usual, you're going to meet some people who have very famous names. Names that are the same as famous celebrities and well-known places and things that we all know. And tonight, as always, it's up to our trio of experts. Oh, we got some tough ones for you kids tonight. To figure out those contestants' names by a process of cross-examination. Before we meet our first guest this evening, the makers of Johnson's Wax want to tell you about an unusual money-saving offer.
And here's the offer. Now, Pride, America's most popular furniture wax, comes in this big new economy size. Now, there's 60% more Pride here. That's enough to wax 4 more rooms of furniture. And yet it costs only 39 cents more. And as a special introductory offer, you get this 50-cent value deluxe dusting cloth with the new economy size Pride. It's no extra cost. It's heavy, soft cotton flannel, absorbs dust instead of rubbing it in. Here's a $1.89 value for just $1.39. Pride, you know, actually waxes furniture without rubbing. You just spread it on, let it dry thoroughly, then you just whisk off the haze, and you get the richest, longest-lasting wax luster you've ever seen on wood without rubbing. Now remember, your Johnson's Wax dealer has this important money-saving value now. The new economy-size Pride, plus the deluxe dusting cloth at no extra cost. You get this $1.89 value for just $1.39. This offer is good only while your dealer's supply lasts. Get Johnson's Pride tomorrow.
Thank you, Nelson. Now let's meet our first guest with a famous name. Where are you from, young man?
I'm from Lansford, Pennsylvania.
Lansford, PA. And what... Well, we have some friends here. What branch of the Scouts are you in?
Well, I'm in the Explorers. I became an explorer last month.
Did you? Well, I'm glad we have a Scout this week because, as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, over 3 million Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, Explorers, and adult leaders are celebrating the Scouts' 43rd birthday throughout the United States and territories. Scouting has been a wonderful tradition for many years, and we urge you to continue supporting it as you have in the past. Well, now, it's true, of course, that you have a very famous name. If you don't mind, I'll refer to you as Explorer from now on, just so you don't give away your name by accident. Let's let our home audience see this young man's famous name. All right, this is really your name, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'd like to point out that every one of the names that we use on the Names the Same is completely authentic. We check birth certificates, other verifications. Now, panel, it's up to you to determine, if you can, this young man's name. You're competing with one another to see who guesses the name first. 10 questions apiece. The losers pay. If you use up your questions, you also lose and must pay. Mr. X, you will answer yes or no, as if you were the famous person whose name you bear. All right, let's start this round with Joan Alexander.
Is that right? Are you living?
Yes, I am.
Are you a male?
Yes, I am.
Are you in the arts?
Yes.
Are you a leading man?
Yes.
Are you handsome?
Yes.
I think you're handsome, too.
Oh, gee. It's all right.
For you.
No comment.
I pass.
Atta girl. Meredith.
Mr. Explorer, if I may call you.
Very good.
Are you a dark, I guess you'd call a brunette man? That fits, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Are you
sure.
a brunette type fellow?
Yes.
Have you been in New York within the last, month or two in connection with the picture?
Yes. No?
In answer to that full question, the full question, no.
Yes.
No.
No?
In answer to the full question. Remember the way you worded it.
Well, I'll pursue the question. I'm going to ask you, young man, something maybe you don't know about yourself, and therefore I don't know what kind of an answer you would like to give, but do you play the cello?
Doesn't everybody?
I believe not. I believe not.
You're not positive?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm going to take a chance and ask if you're Robert Taylor.
No.
Robert Taylor plays the cello, but you ain't him.
No.
And I'm going to pass to Mr. Lester.
All right, Jerry Lester.
You know, I was an Eagle Scout.
I knew there had to be one blemish.
A scout is trusted and loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent, right?
Right.
Very good. And you get the panel show badge. Now go ahead.
All righty.
All right.
Let's see. You're a movie star. Are you a movie star?
Yes.
Are you American?
Yes.
Gee, that narrows it down to about 8 million fellas. See, are you a young man? Under 40?
No.
Uh-huh. In the pictures that you're in, do you get the girl usually? Are you sort of the hero?
Yes.
Are you a tough, does your character in pictures portray a tough fella?
Occasionally.
You've played a tough fella,
Yes.
huh?
You have 5 questions, Jerry.
Well, let me put it this way. Have you made a great impact in your picture career as a gangster?
No.
No. Are you very tall?
Well, what do you mean by very tall? That's such a tough question.
6'4".
No.
No.
4'6".
You have 3 questions, Jerry. Let's keep it rolling.
All right. Are you a roller? Let me see now. American, tall, older man. Are you under 6 foot?
Yes.
Slightly.
Have you had a picture on Broadway in the past 2 months?
In the past 2 months, I believe not. You have 1 question,
Do you
Jerry.
have any particular, excuse me, distinguishing physical characteristics?
Joni, that's another tough question. There's hardly any.
Well, like Clark Gable's ears or something.
I don't think there'd be any particular characteristic as distinguished.
Have
as
you
that.
made a picture in Europe recently?
No.
Have you ever won an Academy Award?
Oh, let me see. I have some notes here. I do not think so.
Are you here when Meredith asked a question before and you said it wasn't the answer to the full question?
You have 2 questions, evidently.
You said he wasn't here in connection with a picture. Would he have been here in connection with a play?
Not in connection with a play, no.
In connection with television?
Yes, and you have, I think...
In connection with television, a leading man in connection with television?
I think you're out, Joni Meredith.
Does this gentleman ever sing in his pictures? Do you ever sing in your pictures? Excuse me.
No. You would not know him for that. 1 more question, Marion. I'm afraid
Western pictures?
I'm sure he's made a Western or 2 in his time. Fellas, I'd like you to meet Robert Montgomery.
Oh, no.
Tell me, Robert, have you ever met Robert Montgomery, the famous producer, the actor?
No, I haven't.
Well, I think we have a real treat for you as well as our viewers this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Montgomery. Miss Robert, if you stick around for a little while, I'm sure this Mr. Montgomery will be delighted to give you his autograph after the show and maybe chat with you. Meanwhile, you go on over there and pick up 3 big fat checks. And thanks so much to the makers of Johnson's Wax for playing the names the same. Good to see you.
I do not play the cello.
I'm sure you did not. Incidentally, welcome to the show on behalf of our mutual sponsor, Johnson's Wax. We're
Thank you.
more than delighted to have you with us this evening.
I've always wondered whether your glasses fit me.
Well, let's see what we can do here.
You're blind, don't you?
I beg your pardon?
You ain't so red hot yourself.
Well, anyway, we are happy to have you here, Mr. Montgomery. Before the show started, Bob Montgomery told us who he might like to be, just in fun, of course, if he weren't himself, on the I'd Like to Be part of our program. Let's let our home audience see that famous name. May I say, a choice with which I agree wholeheartedly. The best one so far, I think. Panel, we played the same as before. The loser's checks will go to Bob Montgomery's favorite charity. Meredith, suppose you start.
Yes, good evening, Bob.
Evening, Meredith.
May I ask, does this person you would like to be look anything like you, Bob?
No.
Oh. I gathered not. Is this person in show business?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh. Is he an actor?
Oh, yes, indeed.
I will husband my questions for a moment and pass, Mr. Lester.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
This gentleman actor that you'd like to be, is he prominent in pictures?
No.
Is he prominent in the theater?
No.
Is he prominent in television?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Is he a comedian?
Yes.
Is his prime function being a comedian?
Yes.
Does he have a regular weekly program?
Yes, he does.
Is some lucky fella, I guess. Let's see. Gets a lot of money, too. Let's see now. Is he on Sunday nights?
No, not Sunday nights.
Not Sunday nights.
And you have three questions.
Does he have his own show? He has his own show, of course. Is he on Tuesday nights?
Is there someone else on Tuesday night?
I was thinking of me.
Oh.
I passed.
Joni?
Is he on a panel show?
I beg your pardon?
Is he on a panel show?
No, not a panel.
He's not on a panel show.
No.
Is he a comedian who is on Tuesday nights, actually?
Not on Tuesday nights, no.
Is he on this network?
No, he's not.
Is he on CBS?
No. That narrows it down a little.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Because there's always WOR. Is he a man who works with stooges, with straight people?
Does he work with stooges?
He works with other people.
Yes.
I don't think you could call them stooges.
It's an unfortunate word anyway.
Oh, it is? Has he...
Let's keep it rolling, Joni.
Has he ever been known... you said he wasn't known for being famous in pictures, is that right?
That's right.
Has he ever been known as a famous vaudevillian?
No.
He is just known for television. That is where he's
Yes,
made his
I
name.
believe his great claim to fame is television.
Does he also have a radio show?
No.
I think he may.
You think he has?
I am not sure, but I am I've heard that there is a radio show that he does. Now, I may be wrong, but you would not know him primarily for that
Is
show.
he an older man?
No.
It's almost difficult to answer that, isn't it?
No, it's quite easy, I
Is it?
think, to answer that.
He's not an older man.
No.
You have two questions,
Is he a
Joni.
very droll man? Is he a droll kind of comedian?
Oh, droll as droll can be.
I would say.
The only man I know who's very
You have
droll
only one
is
question.
Fred Allen. Would it be Fred Allen?
No. All right, Mayor. You have 7.
Bob, I don't know that we actually pinned this fella down to a human being. Is this a human being?
That's not a question, that's a statement.
Well, while I'm saying it, I'm examining your reaction, however. I'll make it a question. Is this a human being, this chap you want to
You mean you infer from this that I have an insane desire not to be human?
Not at all, Mr. M. I just wondered idly whether this particular party was human.
He is not a human being, but he has great human characteristics.
Characteristics and
Yes.
human qualities.
And great human qualities.
Well, I guess that pins it down to one of those small little fellows, eh?
Small little fellow.
Well, I'll start with Rudy Kazuti. You wouldn't want to be him, would you?
No, it's a warm quality.
Howdy doody?
No, how fine, thank you.
You have 4 questions, Mayor. Let's roll it now.
Well, Kukla, Fran, or Ollie?
Well, which one?
Kukla.
No.
Ollie.
Robert Montgomery would like to be Oliver J. Dragon. Joni, Jerry, write out your checks for $25. Bob Montgomery, go on over there and get them for your favorite charity. You certainly do.
Have I my choice of where I send these checks?
Yes, you certainly
I'd
do.
like to have them sent to, for the benefit of buying new equipment and that sort of thing for the troop that young Bob Montgomery belongs to in the Boy Scouts.
Oh, very nice. That is good. Thanks so much.
That's very nice.
We, of course, are very happy to be associated with Bob Montgomery, who in turn is happy to be associated with the makers of Johnson's Wax. And now let's meet our next guest with a famous name. I'd like to do the preliminaries again. Where are you from, sir?
Camden, New Jersey.
Now, what do you do?
X-ray operator.
An X-ray operator. All right, let's give our panel a moment to catch its breath before going to work to find out your famous name, Mr. X. Here is a special message from the makers of Johnson's Wax.
Now let's hear from Johnson's Consumer Service and Margaret Scott.
I want to take about a minute to show you the easiest possible way to take care of your floors. Johnson's Wax Research has made a new kind of floor polish that's so hard and so glossy, your floors don't get a scuffed-up look. And here it is. Johnson's new hard gloss glow coat to end scuffed-up floors. Also, this new polish is so hard, dirt doesn't stick to it. Dirt wipes off easily with just a damp mop, which means, and you'll be happy to hear this, you won't have to scrub so often. Now, I want to show you a floor that has ordinary polish on it. Do you see what's happened? It's a sight, isn't it? Now, let me explain. Soft polishes don't stand up. They smear and scuff up under busy feet in no time at all. Well, let's see what happens with hard gloss glow coat. Just pour it on a clean floor and spread it around evenly and let it dry. Now, I'm sure you want a spotless kitchen with a shiny floor like this. Well, you can have this same glossy finish, no more scuffed up look, with far less work. Believe me, hard gloss glow coat is your answer.
So start using this new kind of polish tomorrow. Hard Gloss Glow Coat, a new and exclusive formula of the Johnson's Wax Laboratories.
All right, back to our show. Before our panel begins, let's let our home audience see this gentleman's famous name. All right, panel, you remember the rules. 10 questions. Mr. X, you will answer yes or no as if you were the famous person whose name you bear. If you run out of questions, you lose, and you pay our contestant your check for $25. Let's see. Jerry, suppose you start this round.
Are you living?
No.
Well, are you a man?
Yes.
Were you known? Have you been dead over 100 years?
No.
Have you? Did you die in the last 50 years?
Yes.
Were you in the world of politics?
Not primarily.
Not primarily. Were you primarily in the world of sports?
No.
In the theater? The theater has
No.
pictures, radio?
No.
You have 3 questions.
Oh, really? I pass.
Tony.
You were not in the theater, you were not in sports, you were not in politics. Well, you seem to be a little in politics. Were you in industry in some way?
Yes, but you would not know him primarily for his work in industry.
Was he connected in any way with science?
Yes.
Science? Was he an inventor of some kind?
Yes.
Did you say you died within the last 50 years? Don't charge me for that, I'm recapping.
That was established.
Within the last 50 years? And you were You were in the world of science and you were an inventor. Did you invent something that is used today, every day?
Yes.
Is it something that we could not do without?
They did. We sure couldn't.
Well, I mean, is it something that is, has become so world...
Yes. Yes.
Now, does it have anything to do with communication?
Yes.
Is it the telephone?
No.
You have 3 questions.
Is it the electric light?
No.
It is not the telephone. It is not the electric light. Did it have anything to do with lightning?
With lightning? No.
No.
You said it did have to do with communication?
Yes.
Marconi.
Oh, yes.
That's what I had in my mind.
Very good, Joe. Very, very good. Mr. Marconi, you go on over there and pick up your checks from Jerry Lester, Meredith Wilson, and thank you so much from the makers of Johnson's Wax for playing our show tonight. Good to see you. Our next guest with a famous name. All right, the preliminaries, sir. Where are you from?
Franklin Square, Long Island,
Franklin
New York.
Square. And what do you do?
I'm a marine engineer for combustion engineering.
Well, good. Before we play our game, let's let our home audience see this gentleman's famous name. We know this is the gentleman's name because our legal experts have checked the name's authenticity. Panel, you remember our rules. Let me tell you that Mr. X's name is an action. And let's start this off with Joe. Forget what I told you. Mr. X's name is an action.
Oh, you did say that? I'm
Yes,
sorry,
I
I didn't
did.
hear you say that. An action. I have to reorient myself. Is this action something I could do?
Yes?
Is it something I might do for pleasure or relaxation?
Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
Well, let's see now. A lot of people are going to Florida right now. Would a lot of people who go to Florida do this?
Yes?
Well, even though I might do this for pleasure and relaxation, is it possible that this might also be rather strenuous?
Wait, you said no?
No.
You're a young man. I would say very definitely could be strenuous, and we have only approximately a minute and a half.
If I did this a great deal, say on my first day in Florida, might I ache all over?
You're not too experienced, though. I would say yes, you could ache all over if you went at it, yes.
Is it ever done in the water?
Sometimes. Sometimes, yes, it is done in the water. Yes, I'm sure of that.
Well, if I didn't do it very well... I was going to say, might I hire a lifeguard to give me lessons?
That would depend on... No, you wouldn't hire a lifeguard, I don't think, Joni, no.
It would depend on the lifeguard?
No, I don't think you would... No.
I'm going to pass.
All right, Meredith.
Well, it isn't swimming, I gather that. Let me see, is this strenuous activity ever done in public?
Yes. Yes, very frequently.
You would say that, well, could it be done in a place like Madison Square Garden?
Yes.
Could be. Might I ever have seen this on television?
Yes.
I might.
Yeah.
Is there any bodily contact connected with this activity?
Yes.
There is.
30 seconds.
Are there certain standard holds and grips?
Absolutely.
Wait a minute.
Yes, there are.
And does this usually take place on a padded mat?
I know what you're thinking, and you're wrong. No.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I'm sorry. I must. Jared, I'd love to, but the time is up.
Oh, look.
Sorry.
With the
I
laughs
must
and
tell
everything,
you
I
the
better
gentleman's
pass.
name. The gentleman's name is Will Kiss. Will Kiss. You know. Do you know any lifeguards we could hire for Joni to give us some instruction along those lines? I'm sure there are plenty watching who'd be very happy to. Very good, Mr. Kiss. Do you get a lot of kidding with that name?
Yes, sir. I do.
I'll bet you do. I'll bet you do. Well, you go on over there, pick up your checks. 3 of them. One from Jerry, one from Joan, and one from Meredith. And thanks from the makers of Johnson's Wax for playing the name.
Thank you very much.
That's true, sir.
How about a kiss?
Our program is sponsored alternately by the makers of Johnson's Wax and by C.A. Swanson & Sons. Next week's program will be brought to you by C.A. Swanson & Sons, and here is Gene Sullivan with a message from Swanson.
That's right, Robert Q. Swanson, the name of the finest canned chicken in the land, makes every canned chicken and turkey product from whole chicken to chicken spread. Especially delicious is Swanson's new boneless chicken fricassee. There are no bones, just thick slices of tender, tasty chicken cooked in real butter gravy. Try it this week. Ask for Swanson, the name of the finest chicken in the land.
Right you are, Gene. Thank you so much. Now, let us have a little bit of accounting, if we can. Dr. Wilson, will you make your report?
Oh, yes, be happy to. I lost $75, but I think you didn't give us that chap's full name. I think his full name is Will E. Kiss, exclamation point. Oh, good night.
Very good. Joni Alexander, Miss Kiss of 1953.
Yes,
What
I
about
lost
you?
$75, but I got kissed. Good night, everybody.
Jerry Lester, how about you? You're just mad, huh?
I lost 100 beans. And the one question a guy like me would be able to answer, I get shut off on. Wow.
Good night, family. You were really great, bro. So long, folks, from the makers of Johnson's Wax. The panel and I will see you again next week on The Name's the Same, which will be brought to you by C.A. Swanson & Sons.
From the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Squares Game Show Week Part 2, starring Monty Hall, Rosemarie, Nipsey Russell, Bob Eubanks, J.P. Morgan and Jamie Farr, Betty White, Tom Kennedy, Joanne Worley, and our center square, Martin Mull. We got the best and most players from coast to coast, and I don't want to boast, it's Hollywood Squares. I'm Shadow Stevens, and here's your host, Tom Bergeron.
Thank you, Shadow. Thank you at home. We assume you're clapping in your living rooms. Welcome to Hollywood Squares. This week has gone by almost like just it's a day or something. It is the final day of Game Show Week Part 2. Give it up, will you, for Martin Mull, all of our stars, Shadow Stevens, Susan Stafford, earlier in the week, Ruta Lee, the unknown comic. Now, I want to introduce our contestants and tell you where we were at the end of yesterday's show. First, our returning champion with $28,169 in cash and stuff, Elena Angelot. Welcome back, Elena. And in the exposition challenger, John Layton. Welcome, John. Thank you. We were in a tiebreaker game. They had each won a $1,000 game, and the board looked just like this. All right, and I believe, Elena, it was your turn.
I'll take Betty White for the block, please.
Betty White for the block. Classic Emmy Award-winning game show host for Just Men. Also appears in Match Game on Game Show Network. Betty, at the end of the nursery rhyme, what did the eensy-weensy spider do?
He became one with a bedroom slipper. No, he spun another web.
He spun another web.
I disagree.
He went up the spout again.
Of course he
Circle
did.
gets the block. All right, John.
Joanne Worley for the block.
Joanne Worley from Letters to Laugh and appearing as Letitia, the musical on the 20th Century in San Jose.
Thank
Through
you.
November 16th.
Very nice.
Joanne, what does it mean if a Hindu woman traditionally has a red dot on her forehead?
That means she's half price. Well,
Excuse me. It has to do with the caste system, and I think a red dot is a very high in the caste system.
All right. I agree. It means she's married.
No!
Whatever caste, she's married. Can't give you that
But she
one,
was
Elena.
half price.
Joanne Worley for the win, please.
For the win and the championship. What is the main thing stored in your adipose tissue?
Oh. Ugh. I don't know. I'm getting over a cold. There's a lot of stuff stored here. Adipose. Cartilage.
Cartilage for the championship.
I disagree.
Fat. Fat. Circle gets the square. And the win for another $1,000. John, we're going to give you $1,000 in our thanks for being here.
Thank you very
on
much.
Hollywood Square. It's good to have you here. Elena, you defended your championship. We're playing the bonus round. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, it's going to be a good one. Up to now, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. All right, Elena, before we take a look at the keys, Shadow Stevens, what could she win this time?
You'll never be slow getting out of the gate with your year's supply of Turtle Wax. Clean, shines, and protects Turtle Wax, the leader in car care. And you'll have plenty to care about with your brand new Porsche Boxster. The Boxster is a direct descendant of the original Porsche Roadster, offering a driving experience that is steeped in tradition yet utterly incomparable. From Rusnak, Pasadena.
All right, Elena, here are the 9 keys, of course. One of them will start that Porsche. You know the drill. You pick a square. I read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key, improving your chances of driving out of here in that car. 30 seconds on the clock. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Bob.
Finance the Beatles' first concert at the Hollywood Bowl.
I agree.
Right, next. Jamie has an LPGA tournament named after him.
I agree.
Right, next. Joanne starred on a Saturday morning show with Woody Allen.
I agree.
Right, next.
Tom.
The star on the Hollywood Boulevard was blown up for a movie.
I disagree.
Right, next.
Martin.
Recorded an album featuring the Allman Brothers on Power Tools.
I disagree.
Wrong, next.
Nipsey.
Once got equal billing with Elvis Presley.
I agree.
Right, next.
Betty.
Received her first Emmy in 1952.
I agree.
Right, next.
Rose.
Discovered Tim Conway.
I agree.
Right, next.
Monty.
Received more than 500 awards for philanthropic activities.
I disagree.
Wrong. All right. Come on, it's always 7 with you. Susan. I'll tell you, you're always getting 7 right. We're always taking 7 bad ones away. Let's do it. And there's always that nerve-wracking 2 left.
I'm gonna go with the center one.
All right, good luck. Good luck. By the way, hold on. If you turn this car on, and you know how I mean that, you'll be the first person this season to have won an automobile in the bonus round. So good luck. Good luck. Challenger is right after this. We are back with our hyperventilating returning champion, Elena. Not bad. 3 bonus rounds, boom, boom, boom. If you get back there, you'll be playing for $25,000 in cash, just a little gas money for the car. But here, hoping to keep you from getting back there is our new Mr. X, Kerry Henning. Welcome, Kerry. Good to have you here. Good. Tell us about yourself.
I live in Santa Clarita. I run a kitchen and bath showroom. I have 2 wonderful children, Paige and Scott and I collect racing cars.
Wonderful. All right, good enough. Good to have you with us, Kerry. You know it's the best 2 out of 3 match, and whoever wins 2 games out of 3 goes on to the bonus round. As the challenger, you get to start.
Thank you. Tom Kennedy, please.
Tom Kennedy, all right, hosted a version of The Price is Right, classic host of Body Language, and named that tune, of course. Tom, in the 60s, what old English folk tune was whistled every week as the theme to Lassie?
Ooh, old English folk tune. Mr. Music, give me 4 notes, and I'll work on it.
4 notes.
I was going to say Green Sleeves.
I disagree.
Let's hear a little bit more of it. Kerry heard more of it and guessed Scarborough Fair. No, it's definitely Green Sleeves, and Circle gets the square. It did sound a bit like Scarborough Fair. Yeah, you're right. Not enough, unfortunately. Elena?
Martin Mull, please.
All right, Martin has appeared as a classic panelist on the $10,000 to $25,000 pyramid, win, lose, or draw, Tattletales, the original Hollywood Squares.
Oh, yeah.
When do you have time to paint?
Oh, I spend almost all the rest of the time painting, but I've done it since dirt.
As reported by Out and About, what is currently the top tourist destination for gay people?
Boy. Well, if last Saturday's any indication, it's the Bed Bath & Beyond down on Pico. Nothing on the bottom shelves. Nothing. Gone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna unless I want to start cutting my own hair, I'm gonna just drop it right there. Paris.
Paris.
I disagree.
Sydney, Australia. Circle gets the square there. All right, Kerry.
Nipsey Russell for the block, please.
Nipsey Russell. All right, Nipsey. Nipsey, the rhyme goes, if you can see it, flee it. If you can hear it, clear it. What is it?
If you want to get even with your low-down friends who treated you rotten to the core, give a big party, serve nothing but beer, and lock the bathroom door. See it and hear it. Thunder and lightning.
I disagree.
Thunder and lightning. Can't give you that one, Elena. You'll have a shot at it when we come back right after this. Stick around. Defending champion, your turn.
Nipsey Russell for the win, please.
For the win and $1,000.
All right.
Nipsey, whose first black friends were Christy and Talking Brad?
Oh, Tom, that's a trick question. There are no black people named Christy and Brad. Darnell, Malcolm, Tanisha.
Yeah, right.
That would be the overall boys.
I disagree.
Barbie's friends, yes. Circle gets it in the win for $1,000. Christy and Brad. Time to play another $1,000 game. This one has a secret square. Here to tell us about our secret square prize, incomparable Shadoe Stevens. Here to show us the prize from classic Wheel of Fortune, Susan Stafford.
It's a prize that really pops. It's a year's supply of popcorn. The all-American treat that's great to eat by the handful or the bowlful. And you can enjoy snacking while relaxing on your brand new Lazy Boy recliners. These his and hers Lazy Boy leather recliners look great either closed or reclined. It's a great place to relax at the end of the day. From Lazy Boy, the look of comfort.
All right. Let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. All right. That's from very overripe popcorn going through a glass. Elena, you won the first game. You get to start.
Martin Mull, please.
Martin Mull. All right, Martin, here we go. Martin, to Haas on Bonanza.
Yes.
What was Chubb?
It's the reason his saddle had to be custom made. And a couple of the guys that made the saddle said, no, I won't do that to a horse. No, it was actually the name of his horse.
Okay.
I agree.
It was the name of his horse, Chubb. Yeah, Circle gets it. Gary.
J.P. Morgan and Jamie Farr, please.
All right, J.P. and Jamie from The Gong Show. All right, you two. Dr. Joyce Brothers says when this happens, parents are usually depressed for a week, then find themselves walking around the house naked. When what happens?
Well, for crying out loud, they're 80 years old. They just forgot to put their clothes on. What happens? They feel unrestricted, freedom. They're on their own now. The children have left the house.
Children have left the house.
I disagree.
The children have left the house. Yes, Circle gets the square. Elena.
Rosemary for the win, please.
Rosemary for the championship. By the way, Rose has a copy of her book, Hold the Roses.
It's the history of show business. It's the time I started when I was 3 years old up until the present, which is now, what am I bidding now, 55, right? 29. 59, you're right. Yeah. I'm 44, but that's around here.
Now, you just laid a piece of string.
I'm sorry, I just laid
You just laid a piece of string.
I haven't done things like that in a long time.
You laid this piece of string across an ice cube, and then you sprinkle it with salt. What will happen?
Well, it'll melt. The salt will melt the ice. It'll melt.
I disagree.
No, the string will get stuck to the ice. You can lift the ice by the string. So Circle gets it, and the win for another $1,000. By the way, Betty White was our secret square. Carrie, we want to thank you for being here. You'll get a lovely parting gift from American Tourister. It's been a pleasure having you here. Elena, you play for a safe with $25,000 in cash when you go back to the bonus round right after this. Stick around.
All right, watch, folks, watch. Thank you. Well, looks like it's time for me to hit the sack.
She's won the trip, won the 10 grand, won the car. Time for your fourth bonus round. And you know the drill. Up to now, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. All right, Lena, take a look at the 9 keys over here. This time, one of them will open the safe again, but this time in the safe is $25,000 in cash. We got 30 seconds on the clock, and it starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Bob.
Produced a version of the TV series You Bet Your Life.
I agree.
Right, next.
JP and
They
Jamie.
played a con team on the Love Boat.
I agree.
Wrong, next.
Joanne.
Had to spray a naked Goldie Hawn gold.
I agree.
Wrong, next.
Tom.
Has worn the same pair of shoes for 6 years.
I disagree.
Right, next.
Martin.
Broke Fred Willard's wife nose.
I disagree.
Right, next.
Nipsey.
Was a priest that married Ted and Georgette and Mary Tyler Moore.
I agree.
Wrong, next.
Betty.
Turned out as good as it gets because she didn't like the way the dog was treated.
I disagree.
Wrong, next.
Rose.
Started out as a child movie star, Baby Rosemary.
I agree.
Right, next.
Monty.
Worked as a headlining act in Vegas.
I agree.
Right. All right. Here we go. So this is the first time you can get 7 right, but that might be a good thing because you would... Oh, hi, Susan. Come on over here. There you are. We're also excited to get down here. Let's take away 5 of the bad keys. All right, a bit more formidable here. 4 to choose from. One of them will open the safe and give you $25,000 in cash. Good luck.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at which key would have opened the safe. Over here this time. Come on over here, Susan. We're going to give you $500 for every correct answer. So far as champion, $85,174 in cash and stuff. Let me thank Susan Stafford.
Part 2.
Part 2. Part 2. I want to thank Shadow Stevens, our announcer all week. Mark Mull, a wonderful gang. Squares. It's been a pleasure. The Unknown Comic, what a great week. I'm Tom Bergeron. Rest up over the weekend. We got more for you on Monday on Hollywood Squares. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, baby.
How do you do it?
Quite good. Quite good. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
All right, time now for some magic, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, magic. And I want you all now to notice an empty bag. I'm talking about this one. All right, folks, I'm going to take this white handkerchief. I'm going to place it into the empty bag. It is going. It is going. It is gone. I am now going to take this red handkerchief and place it into the empty bag with the white handkerchief. I am now going to blow some magic potion into the bag. Say the magic words, Abba-Kazan, Laney Kazan. Ladies and gentlemen, the red handkerchief is now white. The white one is now red. How does he do it?
It's time for the Family Feud, introducing the Coles family. John, Dixie, Debbie, Dale, and Dina, ready for action. And the Roach family. Nick, Bob, Diane, Phyllis, and Mike. On your marks. Let's start the Family Feud. With the star of Family Feud, Richard Johnson.
The champs are the Coles, right out. How are you, John?
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
How much did you win the last time you were up there?
$1,082.
Okay, that's a good start. Let's meet everybody first.
This is my wife, Dixie.
Hello, Dixie.
My daughter, Debbie.
Hi, Richard.
Debbie.
Her husband, Dale.
Dale.
Richard. And my younger daughter, Dina.
You came here in when, 59,
57?
From England. How did you meet Dixie?
I'm a manufacturer's rep in the office products industry, and I was traveling. Arizona was part of my territory.
A traveling salesman?
I was a traveling salesman.
Excuse me, I'm in the wrong joke. That is marvelous. How long did you know Dixie before you popped the question?
Oh, not very long, about 8 or 9 months.
Well, that's what we call a decent interview. Yeah. Well, I trust it was.
It certainly was.
Very glad to hear that. Here to challenge you, the Roach family.
Hi, Richard. Well, I've been following you around town.
I like your style. Let me meet everybody, please.
Okay, Richard, this is my younger brother, Bob.
How are you, Bob?
And my beautiful sister, Diane.
Hello,
Hi,
darling.
Richard.
And my other beautiful sister, Phyllis.
Hi, Richard.
Welcome.
And my youngest brother, Mike.
Hello, Richard. Big smile. Thank you. Well, what do you do, Nick?
Well, I'm a salesman for Sotheby Productions, daytimes, and part-time I sell insurance.
Oh, do you?
Right, for A.L. Williams.
Now, what do you do? You mean at night you do that?
Right, I do that at night.
And you go around and visit different people in the neighborhood, or, I mean, how would you do that? 'Cause
well, actually,
businesses would be closed at night, wouldn't they?
Well, it's life insurance. It's life insurance, so we call on families, and we work through referrals.
Oh. Now, what am I standing next to here?
Well, Richard, this is a picture that we'd like to present to you. I'd like to have my brother Bob present it to you.
Okay.
Well, he'll
Richard,
tell you more about it.
This is a map of our temple grounds in Japan called Daisekeji. We belong to a Buddhist organization for world peace and happiness. So this is our map, and we'd like for you to have it.
Well, say it for me so I can say the name correctly.
Okay, the temple is Daisekeji. It's in Japan. The organization is Nichiren Shoshu of America.
Isn't that wild? Have you been here?
Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, I have. In 1973.
Yeah? Boy, oh boy, thank you. That's really unusual, right? I got a
You know, on a commercial break, you've got to tell me a little more about it. So
Sure,
just
certainly, my pleasure.
People are going to say to me, what's that? And I don't want to say, oh, that's a condo I invested in. I thank you very much, and that's very
Very
sweet of you. Come on, let's play the feud. Let's go. Okay, here we go. 100 people survey, top 5 answers on the board. You got to try and get the most popular answer. Here's the question. Name a reason that children get irritable. Yeah.
Tired.
They're tired. You got it. What are you going to do? Play it out.
I shouldn't desert you, should I?
Exactly. I mean, because I have to explain to Nick. You are going to play.
We're going to play, Nick.
We're going to play. Then I walk back with you.
Ah, that's great.
Thank God we're both too old to be drafted. Thank you. The reason that children get irritable.
That they're hungry.
Good answer. They are hungry. Well done, Dixie. Thank you, Debbie. What would you say?
The child doesn't get his own way.
Good answer, Deb. Good answer.
They don't get their own way. Damn.
I'd say they're bored.
Okay. Bored? Missed you terribly.
I've missed you too.
Okay. There's a reason children get irritable.
A bad grade, bad mark.
Okay, love.
Good answer, Dean. Good answer.
Let's say you got it. If not, first strike. Bad grades. No. No. John? Reason that children get irritable.
Well, with young children, it's when they're wet.
Good answer. Good answer.
That's a good answer. That's true. If it's there, okay, and if not, second strike. Very young children, wet. No. No, but that's good. That was a good. What would you say, Dixie?
So they don't get their way. Have that one.
Yeah.
Sick.
Pardon?
Sick.
Okay.
Good answer.
If sick, you've got it all. If not, roaches get a chance to steal. They're sick. We'll be back right after this. $88, nothing. I need you, Bob. 100 people surveyed, top 7 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something that you use every day and seem to misplace every other day. Dixie?
Keys.
Keys. Got it.
We're glad you played, Richard.
You're going to play, Bob. Very excellent answer. Very proud of you. What do you misplace every other day?
How about your comb?
Huh.
Good answer. Good answer.
Ed Burns probably has it. Comb! Use every day and misplace every other day, dear.
How about your glasses?
Okay. Your glasses.
Your purse? Well, it does happen.
Good answer.
Guys have purses. Sure, they do. I do.
You do?
There's
Well,
nothing
women have
feminine about it.
purses.
And so do guys, don't. Put your cigarettes and stuff in there. I just remembered where I left my purse. With my
Good
dresses.
answer,
Purse! Not that. You use every day, misplace every other day, Joe.
How about books?
Okay.
Good answer.
Take a look.
Good answer.
John has obviously been audited recently. Books! Not that. We've seen we've misplaced some.
Newspaper.
Good answer.
Who the hell cares? You know what I'm saying? It's a day-old newspaper. Was there all right? No. There's a newspaper. No. Chance for you to get into the game and get the $56.
Okay, wallet.
Give me an answer.
We're going to go with wallet.
With wallet. All right, sir. If it's there, you get the $56. If not, a big lead. Wallet? No. Now, I don't know if it's there, but at home with me, like a pen, I'll write something, and the next day I'll search the whole kitchen. You know why? It's hidden under the books that he misplaces. Right next to number 2, please. There, right? 5. 6. 7. Bulldozer? Oh. Shoot.
Oh, boy, what an answer.
We'll be back right after that. $144 for the champs, nothing for the challengers. Come on. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Here we go. You're going to get into this game now, aren't you? Sure you are. 100 people surveyed, top 6 answers on the board. Here's the question. Tell me something people do before they go on vacation to discourage burglars.
Yes, leave on the lights.
Leave on the light.
We're going to play, Richard.
Didn't I tell you were going to do it? I just had a feeling. The power of positive feeling. Very proud of you.
Hi, Richard.
Welcome.
Hi.
Now, people are going to go on vacation. What do they do before they leave to discourage burglars?
They canceled their newspaper
That's a
subscription.
good answer, right.
Good answer. Good answer.
John, maybe that's what happened to the newspapers. Dixie probably canceled the subscription and forgot all about it. Cancel the newspaper. Well done. How are you, Mike?
Hello, Richard.
Nice to see you. What would you say people do, sir?
I'd say they'd leave on a radio or some type of sound.
I like that. Leave on the radio. Oh. Well, that sounded like a good idea to me. Had a little vacation lately, have you, Nick?
About due for one.
Yeah. Now, if you were going to go on one, what would you do to discourage burglars?
Well, I think that I would stop the milk delivery.
Nothing.
Good answer.
Milkman, stop. Our audience took that very bad.
I think I'd put out a sign saying, beware of dog.
Oh, good answer.
Good answer.
When you get back, they say, beware of burglars. Sign saying, beware of dog. No. 1, 2, 3, 4 answers up there. Give me one of them.
Both the doors. Both the doors.
Bolt the doors.
How are you going to get out if you bolt the door?
After you get out. As you
Well,
leave.
if the bolts are on the outside, they'll just unbolt them.
Well, lock the doors.
Oh, all
Perhaps
right,
we
I
should
just
say
want,
that.
yeah,
Excuse
fine.
me. Lock the doors.
Old English expression, bolt the
the
doors. You don't want to do that after.
No, you're right.
Guy come along, go in and steal your beware of the dog sign. Bolt and lock them, get you the $80. If not, Nick gets it. Lock up. I would tell a neighbor or the cops. 4, 5, 6, 7,
Go to slide the pulley. 224, still nothing, but I still have faith. Faith in Phyllis. Dollar values are doubled. 100 people surveyed. Top 4 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name a nursery rhyme character whose name begins with the word little. Yeah.
Little Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep.
We're gonna play, Richard.
Yeah, I told you I had faith in you. Very good. A nursery rhyme character whose name begins with the word little.
Little Boy Blue.
Good answer.
Did it. Little Boy Blue.
I'm going to say Little Miss Muffet.
Little Miss Muffet. Sat on her tuffet.
How about Little Red Riding Hood?
If it's there, baby, you got it. If not, first strike. Little Red Riding Hood? No? Okay, but that was a good answer. One more. Only one strike. There's no problem.
Okay.
Nursery rhyme character whose name begins with the word little.
Little Jack Horner.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
These days you got it. If not, second strike, Little Jack Horner. Now we got a game. 224, 200. Let's go. Come on. All right, I wish you both luck. This will decide it. Dollar values are tripled. 100 people surveyed. Top 4 answers on the board. Here's the question. When you gain weight, where do you see it first?
Yep. Around the midsection.
Around the midsection? What do you want to know?
We're going to play, Richard.
Okay. You use the overarm technique, I noticed. Yeah, I'll forget. All right. Listen now, because I can't repeat it. I'm going to read it to you once. I get to you. You got 3 seconds to answer. It's not hard. When you gain weight, where do you see it first? Next.
In the hips.
Hips.
Thighs. Thighs.
The thighs. Got 3 seconds.
Okay, in the arms.
The arm is there. You are the champ. Arm.
The face.
If the face is there, you've got it, Dollar. If not, second strike. Face. That was quite a comeback. I thought you were going to run away with it. We got $224 plus 1,082. Did you have a nice time?
Had a lovely
time. Delighted we met you. Thank you. You're nice people. Thank you, Doc. Thank you. I love you. Go play. Come on. Diane and Phyllis want the $5,000 right after we watch this. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
We'd love you to take the money.
I'd love to.
We seem in agreement. 15 seconds, please. Name a sport in which American athletes are the best.
Football.
A brightly colored bird.
Canary.
Something people save money for.
House.
Another word meaning rapid.
Quick.
Something people wave.
Their hands.
Okay. Sport in which American athletes are the best. Football. Survey said. A brightly colored bird. Survey said. 3. Some people save money for. House. Survey said. 14. Another word meaning rapid. Quick. Survey. And when people wave their hands, survey said. Looking for Phyllis. Yeah. Oh boy, all you need is 71 points. She got 129.
Thank you.
Wish you luck now. Please remind everyone the answers Diane gave us. 20 seconds on the clock, please. Name a sport in which American athletes are the best.
Football.
Try again.
Basketball.
A brightly colored bird.
A parrot.
Something people save money for.
A car.
Another word meaning rapid.
Fast.
Something people wave.
Their hand.
Try again.
A flag.
Okay. You say very well. Sport in which American athletes are the best. Football was number 1. You said basketball. Survey said 13. A brightly colored bird. Peacock was number 1. You said parrot. Survey said 27. Something people save money for. You said car. You need 31 points, $5,000. Survey said. We'll be back right after this. People save for a car. Rapid, the word was fast. And they do wave a flag or a pennant. What's your name?
Kalia.
Kalia, I have some lollipops for you.
Thank you.
Have a little kiss. Thank you. I think I'm in love. We'll see you here on The Feud. Bye-bye.
Some departing contestants receive fine Maybelline cosmetics featuring Moisture Whip lipstick, whipped with moisturizers to help keep lips soft. The lipstick by any other name is not Moisture Whip by Maybelline. Archway home-style cookies, over 30 delicious varieties, baked from homemade recipes. Archway, the big cookie with a small-town taste. Improved Glad 3-ply lawn bags for year-round cleanup. The strongest lawn bags Glad has ever made. 3-ply lawn bags only from Glad. Shout 2 ways to tackle your tough stains. Deep penetrating liquid and new improved formula aerosol. Want a tough stain out? Shout it out. This is Gene Woods speaking for Family Feud. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. See an ace and then go low. If your hunch is right, the cash will flow on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome to Card Sharks. That's terrific. Thank you. Well, what a way to start the day. Thank you very much. That was a great opening poem, I must say. Incidentally, it was just a little while ago that we asked for people in the audience if they wanted to send in poems, and I understand their response has been great. We thank you, and keep them coming. We'll try to use all of them we can. That was a marvelous opening poem from Andy Carr from Santa Monica, California. Thank you, Andy. We are at sudden death in the first game of the best 2 out of 3 match, so we're going to open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, load in the cards, and we'll pick up right where we left off with these Card Sharks. Carol Phillips, our champion. Hi, Carol. Would you again tell us about yourself?
Okay, I'm presently living in Newport Beach. I'm working in that area as a secretary and a waitress, and I moved over here about a year ago from Hawaii.
And you have won $1,100, which is going to take you where?
To Germany.
To visit your sister.
Yes.
That's good. Our challenger, Ron Otis. Hi, Ron. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
And why don't you tell us about yourself?
My name is Ron Otis. I'm single, firefighter, paramedic. I'm a native to California, and I like sports. I played football, basketball, and baseball.
Good. That's exciting work, the paramedics. You enjoy it?
Yes, it is. It's very interesting.
Good. Nice to have you both back here. Good luck to both of you. And each player has a deck of 52 playing cards, shuffled and cut before we go in the air. Carol, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards, and Ron, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. Before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you must win a high-low toss-up question. And as we left off, the question goes to you, Ron. And as you can see, it is question number 4 right away. We are at sudden death. Someone has to win on this play of the cards. Ron, we asked 100 married men, have you ever walked up to someone you thought was your wife and patted her behind, I guess, only to discover it was another woman? How many men said they had?
Oh, I'd say if they did it, I don't think they did it accidentally. Probably they did it on purpose. I'd say maybe, but not too many still. I'd say, no, I think it's lower than that. Accidentally, 14.
14.
Right. 14 is good answer.
I've done it.
Right.
And it's accidental.
14 is good answer.
Right, honey? It's accidental. Yeah, okay. He says 14. Carol, higher or lower than 14? I've accidentally patted another woman.
I would think that a lot of men, it would be easy to do. I'll have to say it's higher.
Oh, it's very easy to do, Carol.
Yes.
You say higher. If it's higher, you'll go to the board first. If not, it'll be Ron. The actual number of married men who walked up to someone they thought was their wife and patted her behind is 12. It's not higher, Ron. You were right on, Ron. Now, it is sudden death, Ron. You've got a 6, and of course you won the question. You have the right to change that 6. You need 4 cards to win. Carol has a 9. She needs just 1. You want to play it or pass it?
I think I'm going to change that base card and try and go all the way myself, Jim.
Okay.
Right.
Changing the 6 to a queen.
Good.
Now, Ron, if you can turn them all over, you've won the game, but one mistake and Carol wins.
The next card is going to be lower.
Lower than a queen. It is a 10. 1/4 of the way there.
Here we go. I'm going to go one more time. Next card is going to be lower.
Lower than a 10. Oh, no, it's an ace. It's not lower, and it's sudden death. Carol wins the first game of the match and $100. Let's set up for game 2, Janice, if you will. You're in a tough position there, Ron, because you either way, either she plays with 1 or you need 4. It's a tough way to go.
Right. Well, I'm coming back.
That's
right.
That's
I'm
the way
to come back. Right.
I remember yesterday's show you were so nervous. Now you're becoming a leader out here, Ron.
Well, it's better a leader than a follower, and right now I'm following, so I have to change it around.
Ron needs this game. Janice is setting up the same 2 decks of cards, so if you can remember what's been played, it is often a help. Carol, the question to you. Now, I must remind you, of course, that the law requires that you're supposed to report your winnings from gambling. That is the law. We asked 100 men who were gambling in Las Vegas. Be honest. Do you report your gambling winnings on your income tax? How many men said they do not report their winnings on their income tax?
I don't think very many men do. I would think that 80
do not report their income tax.
Right.
They're gambling on their income tax, Ron.
Oh, let's see. I think that I know I don't report any winnings, and that's because I haven't won in Las Vegas. Could I say the percent? I think it's higher than that.
Even higher than that?
Even higher than that.
The actual number of gamblers who do not report their winnings on their income tax is 92. Right.
Here we go.
Trying for that comeback.
Here we go.
Start with a 4.
Good card. Good card. I'm going to say the next card is higher.
Higher than a 4.
Hey, right. Ace. Lower.
Lower than an 8. Hey, it is a 3. Remember, you can freeze.
Okay, I'm going on. The next card is higher.
Higher than a 3. Oh, no, another 3. Oh, the cards were rolling for you, Ron, but now Carol gets a chance to play a 9. Got to play it. You didn't win the question. You can't change it.
I'll say the next card is lower.
Lower than a 9. No, it's a queen. Couldn't take advantage of it, and Janice will fill in the spaces. And Ron, the question goes to you.
I'm ready.
We asked 100 people. Which would be harder for you to give up for a week, the telephone or the television? How many said it would be harder to give up television?
Television? Oh, I think a lot of people would rather give up the telephone than television. Television's more entertaining for most people. I'd say would rather give up the
How many
telephone.
find it harder to give up television?
Oh, I'd say about 75.
75 would find it harder to give up television than the telephone, Carol.
Nowadays, people don't appreciate the television, and I think the telephone is much more important. I'll say it's lower.
The telephone is much more important. You say lower. The actual number of people to whom we are grateful who would find it harder to give up television is 52. It is lower, Carol. Yeah. Okay. And folks, we thank you, and I'll call you later. Carol, you've got a 9. You can change it now.
We'll change that.
And changing it to a 4. Good change.
Much better. We'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, it's a queen.
Good card. We'll go lower.
Lower than a queen, and it's a 9. You'll freeze. Move the freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away from you. And Carol, the question goes to you. We asked 100 8th grade boys and girls in Wabash, Indiana. Jack Benny was famous for playing what instrument? That's what we asked them. How many 8th graders knew he was famous for playing the violin?
Oh, I would think that would be pretty low. I would say that 15 knew.
15 knew that Jack Benny played the violin, Ron.
15 8th graders. I'm going to say 8th graders, Jack Benny. I think they know who Jack Benny is. I'm going to say it's just a little bit higher than that.
Say higher than that?
Yeah, just a little bit higher. 8th graders, yeah, they know what's happening.
Okay. Incidentally, in our poll, 2 of them said the tuba. Can you imagine Love and Bloom on the tuba? The actual number of 8th graders, however, who knew that Jack Benny was famous for playing the violin is 14. Not higher, Carol. Yeah. Carol was very close. We're looking at a 9.
We'll change that, Jim.
And you made a good change before. Oh, not this time. You're right up the middle with an 8.
I'll have to go higher.
Higher than an 8?
Lower.
It's lower at 6. Ron was rooting for it, and he got it.
Okay, 4. I'm going to say the next card is higher than a 4.
Higher than a 4. And again, the high card, a king.
Come on, I'm going to say the next card is lower than a king.
Lower than a king. Yes, it's an 8.
I'm going to freeze right there, Jim.
Ron freezes. We'll fill in the space. And Ron was looking over here. You're right. We're at sudden death. Right. The last question. Right. Each player needs 2 cards to win. Ron, we asked 100 people. Have you ever been harassed by a bill collector? How many said yes?
Oh, practically everyone, I would say, at one time or another. Bill harassed, I say maybe 64.
64 have been harassed by a bill collector, Carol.
Maybe they've gotten letters reminding them, but I don't think that many have actually been harassed. I'll say it is lower.
Lower. The actual number of people who have been harassed by a bill collector is 31. It's lower. Carol. Carol, it's sudden death. You need 2 cards. Ron needs 2. Do you want to play it or pass it?
We'll pass it.
You'll pass it to Ron. He's looking at an 8.
Okay,
you can't change it.
I've seen a
you
lot
need
of
them
high
both.
Cards there. I've seen a lot of high cards, so I'm going to have to say the next card is lower than an 8.
And remember, one mistake and Carol retains the championship. Lower than an 8. No, it's a king. It's higher. Carol has done it again. Congratulations, Carol. Ron, cards didn't like you this time. Thank you for joining us. We have a nice party gift for you. Thank you, Ron. Ron Otis. Carol, come on down here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Carol will play the money cards where she can win thousands of dollars right after this. We are back with our champion, Carol Phillips. They're rooting you on. You ready?
I sure am.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on up here, Carol. Let's do it. Now you just won another $200 in the game. Yours to keep. Brand new deck of cards and new money to play with, and you're going to bet that money. We'll start you on the bottom line with $200 and give you these 3 cards. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 and we add 3 more cards. Your minimum bets are $50 till you get to the top card, that big bet. There you must bet at least half the money. Carol, come on, you're going to Germany with the money you got. Let's go around the world now.
Let's do.
$200.
I'm ready.
And a choice of 2 base cards, starting with a 3.
Good card, Jim. We'll keep that, and we'll bet the whole Higher.
$200. Higher than a 3. And it is with a 5. It's still a good card with $400.
A 5 is a good card. I'll bet the whole 400 higher.
Oh, she's gambling.
I want some money.
$400 on a 5. Higher? Yeah, for the queen. $800 and a queen, Carol.
800. I'll bet the whole 800 that the next card is lower. A queen is a good card.
$800 lower than a queen. Oh, no! Oh, what a time for an ace to come up. But you're not out of it, Carol, because we're going to move that ace up here and give you the other $200 of betting money. It's a great card. 4 cards to go. What are you going to do now?
200 lower.
Let's do it again. Lower than an ace. It is. Now you're up to $400 with a 7, Carol.
I don't like sevens. We'll have to bet 100 that it is higher.
$100 higher than a 7? No, another 7. You're right, not liking them. Down to 300 and a 7, Carol.
I'll bet another $100 that the next card is higher.
$100 higher than a 7. Oh, finally it's higher with a 9. You've got $400 as we move the 9 up, Carol. You must bet 200. You can bet more. You've got 400 and a 9. What's your big bet?
I'll bet $200 that the next card is lower.
Oh, come on, let's do it. $200. That's not much to ask. Lower than a 9. And it is with an 8. Okay. $600. Good comeback. You made a good comeback. That one card hurt you, that 8 bet. Well done. Come on down here. But it keeps adding up. You're up to $1,900 now.
Great.
And she's still here. She will retain her championship or lose it when we come back with a new challenger. Back with Carol Phillips. That ace came up at the wrong time.
Oh, it sure did, Jim.
But you were betting the cards good, and you can't really, if something like that happened, you say, well, okay, fine, but it happened to the bottom line. She made a good comeback.
That's okay. We'll get them all next time.
Okay, Carol, let's defend the title now as we set up 2 brand new decks of cards and our next challenger on Card Sharks. Elaine Stansfield. Hello, Elaine. Welcome. Come on up nice and close there to the microphone so they can see. There you go. Tell us about yourself, Elaine.
You know my name, Elaine Stansfield. I was brought up in Boston, and as soon as I got out here, but I said I never wanted to live anyplace else. I love it here.
You don't have that Boston
place.
accent, Elaine.
No, I lost it during those years.
Just a couple, though, right?
I'm a writer.
Good.
And
That's terrific.
I've written a book, and I got double-crossed by my agent. And so I'm looking...
How did he double-cross you?
Oh, yeah. He just
didn't do right by you, right?
He didn't do what he promised.
Doggone it.
So-
An agent would do a thing like that? It's hard to believe, Elaine. My goodness. Good luck in the match. Elaine will play the lower cards, the blue cards. Carol, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Carol, we start with you. We asked 100 married women, did you say no the first time your husband proposed to you? How many women did say no the first time their husband proposed?
Oh, I would think that would have to be really low. I would say that 7 said no the first time.
Why do you say it would be low?
Because if they're married now, I would think that, well, men are pretty slow nowadays.
You figure the vibes are right, huh?
Yeah, I
Higher or
think
lower,
so.
Elaine?
Oh, it depends on how many people who propose to you. Most women have had more than a couple proposals, and so it's got to be higher.
You say higher. The actual number of women who said no the first time their husband proposed is 29. It's higher, Elaine. Yes. Elaine, you'll start off with a 6 as your base card. Do you want it?
Yeah, it's all right. I think, I better change it.
It was all right till you thought about it, huh? Now you're going to change
So I
it too?
thought about it, right.
0 and 8, not a good change.
Not as good.
Got to play that
Okay,
one.
Then I have to play it. I'll play lower.
Lower than an 8? No, it's not lower. And right away, the champion gets a chance to play a 10. Call this one, Carol.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than a 10. It's a 2, very much lower.
We'll go higher.
Higher than a 2 to another 10.
We'll freeze right there.
Raising it right there as Carol needs 2 cards, Elaine needs 4. The question to you, Elaine.
I do indeed.
We asked 100 trial lawyers. While you were trying a case, Has the judge ever fallen asleep? How many trial lawyers said the judge had fallen asleep during a case?
Where were these lawyers? All across the United States?
Oh, 100 trial lawyers.
Okay.
It was a poll of trial lawyers.
I think most lawyers that I know have at one time or another had a lawyer fall asleep. So I think it's got to be 40.
40. Carol, higher or lower?
Well, if they fell asleep, they're not lawyers anymore. I would say it is lower.
You say lower.
Lower.
They wouldn't still be working if the judge went to sleep. The actual number of trial lawyers who said the judge had fallen asleep while they were trying a case is 29. It's lower. Carol. Still a fairly sizable number. I'm surprised. You want that 10?
I'd like to change it, please.
And it becomes an 8. Ooh, another bad change.
Oh, well, that's not much better, but we'll go lower.
Lower than an 8? No, it's a queen. It's not lower. Elaine, play off this 8 and call this one.
I still have to play the 8. I'll try higher this time.
Higher than an 8. And this time it's lower with a 4. You just had them backwards there, Elaine, and it is Carol's turn, and it is time for me to take a turn to take this commercial message. We'll be right back. Okay. Elaine, you don't like that 8, but you got to win a question if you want to get rid of it. Because right now, Carol needs 2 cards to win. Elaine needs 4 cards to win. This is the first game of the match. And the question to you, Carol, we asked 100 married women a ridiculous question. If you woke up tomorrow morning with a mustache, who would be more upset, you or your husband? How many women said they would be more upset?
Oh, if it happened to me, I would definitely be upset. I would say that 85 women would be more upset.
85, they'd take it more personally. Elaine, higher or lower?
They have to think about their husbands, but I think they think about themselves first. It's got to be a little bit more than
Even
that.
more than that. The actual number of married women who would be more upset than their husband if they suddenly grew a mustache is 83. It's not higher. Carol, you had it very close. Now you can change your 8 if you'd like.
Let's change that card.
And we change it to a 9. A little better.
Okay, we'll go lower.
Lower than a 9. No, it's a jack. It's not lower. And Elaine, you're still looking at an 8. Call this one. Can't change it. You didn't win the question.
Lower.
Lower than an 8. This time she's right. 1 out of 3 with a 6. What are you going to do now?
Higher.
You're going to continue. Higher than a 6. It is an 8. Freezing it right there. We've got a tie as each player needs 2 cards. And the question to you, Elaine. We asked 100 farmers in Iowa, do you own a tuxedo? Remember, this is sudden death. How many farmers said yes?
I think the answer has got to be fairly low because farmers are not normally...
How many?
18.
18. Higher or lower, Carol?
I would say farmers wouldn't own tuxedos. I'll have to say it's lower.
Lower. The actual number of farmers in Iowa who own a tuxedo is 8. It's lower. Carol. Sudden death, Carol. You need 2 cards. Elaine needs 2. Do you want to play it or do you want to pass it?
I'll pass it to Elaine.
Yeah.
All right, Elaine, you've got an 8. And again, you've got to play the 8. You can't change it. Turn them over.
Higher this time.
Higher than an 8. One mistake and Carol wins. Higher? Yes, it is. It's a 10. 1 to go. Call it, Elaine.
There isn't a face card on the place. It's got to be higher.
Going against the odds, higher. And it is... No, it's not higher. Carol wins it. It's sudden death. Game 1 to the champion and $100. And we'll take time out for this. Please watch. They pay the bills. Well, that's all the time we have. Carol leads 1-0. Elaine needs 2 in a row. Can she do it? We'll find out next time on Card Shark. Bye-bye for now.
One of our polling groups will receive Gibson's microwave oven with digital timer, defrost setting, solid-state variable power control, and temper sensor cooking probe. Gives you dependable, cool, clean, fast-paced cooking furnished by Gibson. And some of our contestants will receive a True Test 8-gallon shop vac from True Value Hardware Stores, who combine value and personal service in over 5,000 locations nationwide. And Town and Country Tableware by Washington Forge. Beautiful Fleetwood handles and mirror bright stainless steel dishwasher safe from Washington Forge. And enjoy reading outstanding paperback books from Fawcett, including Summer Story, A Beautiful Tale of Love and a Boy's Journey into Manhood, and a boutique gift set from Miss Breck, America's leading aerosol hairspray. When your hair's the way you want it, keep it that way with Miss Breck. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Call the cards. Please don't tarry, because it's time to meet our host, handsome Jim Parry on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Parry.
I like your new dress. Welcome to Card Sharks. Thank you. I don't care if she pronounces it Parry or Perry. That is a most perceptive viewer, Mrs. Ronald Duckworth of Alameda, California. Thank you for that opening poem. And now let's get to the cards. And Janice and Marky, if you will, load in the cards. We'll meet our players on Card Sharks. Kathy Bell, our champion. Nice to see you again.
Oh, it's good to be here.
A very nice outfit today.
Thank you.
Kathy, my spies told me that you wanted to win, what, $1,000? What was it you didn't want to win?
Yes, all I wanted to do is win a match and just get about $1,000 in the bonus cards so I can get home and pay for my trip, and that would have just made it great. But I don't believe this. This is just out of my realm. I don't know what to do.
Just about buy the airplane. $22,900 in cash Kathy has won so far. And still here. This lady's going to try to stop that. Tracy Cressy, our challenger. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
And we just met you yesterday, so won't you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, my name is Tracy Cressy, and I'm from the Chicago suburb of Palatine. And I'm living out here in L.A. for a couple of months while my husband trains in the F-4 out at George Air Force Base.
Good. Well, it is good to have you here, and the cards are all cut. You're both ready. Good luck. And, of course, the cards are shuffled. The players cut them, and Kathy, the champion, plays the upper deck, the red cards, and Tracy, the lower, the blue cards. And we play the best 2 out of 3. We're in the middle of game number 1, and as we left off, the question goes to you, Tracy. Tracy, we asked 100 women, have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and thought, oh, no, that can't be me? How many women said that's happened to them?
I know it's happened to me, and I think that's happened to just about everybody. Sometimes you look your best, sometimes you don't. And go by a mirror, go by a store window and see yourself, and it's going to be high. I'll say 65.
65 women have said, oh, no, that can't be me.
Oh, she's definitely wrong. I just said it a few minutes ago. I'd say much higher.
Even higher than that?
Oh, yes.
Well, if it is higher, Kathy, you'll go to the board first. If not, it'll be Tracy. And the actual number of women who have looked in the mirror and thought, oh, no, that can't be me, is 78. You're right, Kathy, it's higher. Kathy, as we left off, you have a 6 as a base card.
You know, that's not a bad card, but I think I'll change it.
Well, whenever you win the question, you have the right to change it. 2, a 10.
Oh.
You get a lot of 10s,
Yes,
Kathy.
I'm a 10 lady, and I'm going to have to stick with what I've been going with, lower.
Lower than a 10. Oh, no, another 10. Kathy in those 10s, and of course that gives Tracy a free chance to play off the jack to call this.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, a 7.
I'll freeze, please.
We move the freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away. You've got a 1-card advantage as Janice fills in the space for you, Kathy. I'll get it out. I'll get to fix the teeth one of these days. Kathy, we asked 100 mailmen across the country. Do you carry a supply of doggy candy just in case? How many mailmen said they do?
Oh, gee whiz, I know my girlfriend's father's a mailman, and I don't think he's ever carried it. He may have carried something a little bit more damaging than that. So I'd say it'd be low. I'd say about, 25.
25 mailmen carry a little doggy candy to keep the dogs away, Tracy.
I agree with her reasoning on that. I don't think that many mailmen they have all the letters and the packages. They're not going to have room to carry little doggy crunchies. I think it's going to be lower than that.
Lower than that. And the actual number of mailmen who carry doggy candy is 5. Very much lower. Tracy. You've got a 7, Tracy.
Change it.
Changing the 7 to a 2. A great change.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. Oh, no, an 8. Oh, no. And again, Kathy with a 10. Call this.
Oh, I'm going to stick with my girl again and say lower.
Lower than a 10. It is a 5.
Great. I'm going to go again and say higher.
Risking that and this higher. Yes, a
Oh,
king.
my goodness. That's a great card, and I'm going to go again and say lower.
Lower than a king. No, an ace. And the same thing happens to Kathy. Kathy with 4 cards. Tracy needing 3. Sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards, and both players have a long way to go, so control is important. Tracy, we asked 100 men whose wives stay home and take care of the house. Ask the men, does your wife have dishpan hands? How many husbands said yes?
Well, I think in this day and age, not that many women do because they have the dishwashers. I personally do because I live in an apartment that doesn't have one, but if I could, I would have it. I think that's going to be pretty low. I'll say 20.
20 have hit dishpan hands, Kathy.
You know, I have a dishwasher, but I scrub a lot of other things. So they may not call it dishpan, but they're pretty rough. So I'd say it's going to be higher.
Higher. Well, this will decide that all-important control in sudden death. The actual number of husbands whose wives have dishpan hands is 18, not higher. Tracy. Tracy, you have a 2, a good card, but you need 3 cards. Kathy has a 10. She needs 4. Do you want to play it or pass it?
I'm going to pass it.
All right, Kathy, the pressure's on. If you can turn it all over, you won the
well,
game. One mistake and Tracy wins.
I'm going to be consistent and say lower.
With a 10, lower. No, it's not. And right away, Tracy wins it in sudden death. Game 1 to the challenger with $100. Game 2 coming up right after this. Please watch, if you will. That was pretty well. Who's going to get control of it? Challenger won game number 1. Janice will deal out the same 2 decks of cards. These are the next cards off the top of the deck. Tracy and Kathy, Kathy, the question goes to you. Kathy, we asked 100 bodybuilders, would you date a woman whose muscles were as big as yours? How many bodybuilders said they would?
Oh, my husband bodybuilds a little bit, and I think a bodybuilder has an ego and he wants to be strong. So I'd say it'd have to be low. I'd say 12.
12. Want the woman's muscles as big as his?
I agree, they have an ego, and if a woman is as big as the bodybuilder, she is a good-sized woman. I'm going to say lower.
Even lower than that?
Even lower.
Well, the actual number of bodybuilders who would date a woman whose muscles were as big as theirs is 15, not lower. Kathy. Yes, I'd like to see those women myself, Tracy. Kathy, you're starting with an 8.
Oh, I want to change it.
Changing the 8 to a 6.
Oh, it's not a bad card, but I'm going to have to go with the odds and say higher.
Higher than a 6. Yes, a 9.
Oh, bad card, so I'm going to freeze.
Freezing it and taking that 1 card advantage. This question goes to you, Tracy. Tracy, we asked 100 bachelors. Have you ever worn the same socks for an entire week without washing them? How many bachelors admitted they have?
Well, I have a brother that's a bachelor, and he is notorious for not doing his laundry. And I think a lot of other bachelors are too, if they don't have mommy around to do it for them or a wife. I will say, I think I made a lot of enemies on that. I'm going to go with 60.
60 bachelors have worn the same socks for an entire week without washing them.
No, I don't think so. Even while I was dating my husband, he seemed to be quite meticulous. I'd say it'd be a lot lower.
Lower. The actual number of bachelors who've worn the same socks for a week without washing them is 14. It's lower. Kathy. Yes. And I might add to that, they are apt to stay bachelors for a very long time. Kathy, you've got a 9.
I'd say low. Change it.
You want to change the 9 to an 8?
Oh.
Right up the middle. Not a good change.
I'd say since the other card's low, I'll go high.
Higher than an 8. An 8, very much higher.
Let's go on and say lower.
Lower than an 8. A 4.
Oh, let's keep going and say higher.
To tie up the match, higher than a 4. Yes, she did it. And the champion ties things up. Well, each player with 1 game and $100, and we'll set up for the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. This will decide who gets a crack of the money cards. Kathy, our man on the street took a survey of 100 women who were competing in the Miss Nude Galaxy Beauty pageant and asked them, do you consider yourself an old-fashioned girl? How many nude beauty contestants do consider themselves old-fashioned girls?
Well, I I would say I read an article about a woman who won that contest, and I really think that she was an old-fashioned girl. So I would say...
We could tell.
No, I couldn't tell. I didn't have a picture. But let's see. I would say 37.
37 nude beauty contestants consider themselves old-fashioned girls, Tracy.
I think it's going to be higher. Just because they're out in the nude doesn't mean the rest of their morals or whatever are up
So
to
you
date.
say
So
higher.
to say. I think higher.
The actual number of nude beauty contestants who consider themselves old-fashioned girls is 38 by 1. It is higher. Tracy. And Tracy, you start with a king.
I'll keep it and go lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, a 7.
I'm going to freeze on that.
Raising it, needing 1 card for the championship. Tracy, we asked 100 people who own dogs. Have you ever eaten dog food? How many dog owners said they have eaten dog food?
I don't own a dog, but I know a lot of the hamburger that they give for the dogs looks a lot like hamburger. I still don't think I would eat it, and I don't think a lot of other people would. I'm going to say that's pretty low. I'm going to say 25.
25 dog owners have eaten dog food, Kathy.
You know, I heard of that happening to a neighbor of mine. So it's a good chance. You're saying
25 have eaten dog food.
Oh, I'd say, let's say lower.
Lower. You're going to say lower. The actual number of dog owners who have eaten dog food is 15. It's lower. Kathy. Kathy, your base card is a 2.
Oh, I'm going to play that card. It's just too good to pass up. Higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, a 6.
Oh, I'm going to keep going and say higher.
If this is higher, she retains the championship for the win. No, it's not higher. And a break for Tracy to play off the 7 and call this.
I'm going to say higher.
If this is higher, you are the champion on Card Sharks for the win. Yes! Champion. Tracy Cressy pulls it out. And Kathy, thank you so much. You're leaving us with that last game and even $23,000.
Thank you.
Fine champion. Kathy Bell. Thank you, Kathy. Tracy, come on down here. Well, I hope you can do as well.
I hope so. That's going to be hard to beat, though.
I hope she can do it. We'll get to the money cards right after this commercial break. Good job. Out there smiling happily. Back with our champion, Tracy Cressy, who's got $200 for winning the match. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Tracy, hop on up. This is it, going for the big money. And the money cards have been shuffled and cut. Janice will start dealing them out as we give you $200 of betting money on the bottom line and these 3 cards. When you move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, where you must bet at least half the money on the big bet. Good luck. Kathy did well. I hope you can do just as well.
Boy, that's going to be hard to beat her.
Here's $200, Tracy. As in the game, you have a choice of 2 base cards to start with. You can, of course, change your base card as you move up to each of the next 2 levels if you need to. With $200, you're starting with a 10.
Let's change it.
All right, you must play this one. I hope it's a good change. Oh, it is with an ace.
I'll bet all of it that it's lower.
$200 lower than an ace. Yes, with an 8. Doubling it to $400.
That's kind of awful iffy card. I'm going to stick to 50 that it's going to be lower.
$50 bet lower than an 8. Oh, another ace. Not bad for $50, though.
Yeah, 300 that it's lower.
300, did you say?
300.
300. You're holding back on that ace. $300 lower than an ace. A jack, yes. $650. Up goes the jack. We'll give you the other $200. You've got $850. Do you want that jack?
Yes, I do. I'll bet 300 that it's going to be lower.
$300 lower than a jack. Yes, a 2. Very much lower.
I'll go with $1,000 that it's going to be higher.
Again, you're holding back. $1,000 higher than a 2. A jack, yes. $2,150.
500 that it's going to be lower.
You're opening up the purse strings a bit now, Tracy. $500 lower than a jack. No, a king. But
That's a good
great
card, though.
card goes up for the big bet. You've got $1,650. You must bet at least $825, Tracy. What's your big bet?
I'll bet $1,100 that it's going to be lower.
$1,100 lower than a king. Yes! For $27.50. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Come on down here.
That's fantastic.
You were very conservative, and you still came out in good shape with $2,950 for that match, Tracy. We'll meet a new challenger right after this commercial message. Okay, Cressy, we're dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards and meeting a new challenger on Card Sharks. Jorge Bloom. Hello, Jorge. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. Won't you tell us about yourself, sir?
Okay, as you know, my name is Jorge Blum. I come from Caracas, Venezuela, South America. I'm here a student at USC working on my master's degree in engineering. And I'm here in this game for one very particular reason. And it's the fact that I was terribly, terribly in love with this girl, you know. Lovely, blonde girl. And
This blonde girl here?
Not as pretty as you.
Oh.
But she was really nice anyway.
Oh. And then what happened?
What happened? Okay, so I proposed to her, of course, you want to marry me? And she said, no, you know, I'm not really interested in you. I said, okay, what about if I become a millionaire, all of a sudden? And she, what do you guys think she said? No, she said no. She said, you will never become a millionaire by 26, so I won't buy it. I said, you think I won't become a millionaire by 26? You're crazy. Of course I will. And that was my challenge. That's my reason for being here. I'm going to become a millionaire, and I need some money to start with. That's my reason.
And now let's play As the Stomach Turns.
And she might change her mind.
Okay. Nice to have you here. You've cut the cards, of course, sir. You ready? Then you'll play the lower cards, the blue cards, and Tracy the red cards. Tracy, we asked 100 married women, does your husband hog the bed covers at night? How many women said yes, he does?
From personal experience, I can tell you my husband hogs the covers. I am always cold, and he is always hot. It's going to be high. Oh, well, that too, but I'm going to say 65.
65. And he's here in the audience, too. Okay. She says 65 husbands, married women said their husband hogs the bed covers. Jorge, what do you say?
Well, I tell you something. I'm not married, but I have done it myself, too. So I have to go higher on that.
Higher, yeah. That's why she said no, Jorge. The actual number of married women whose husband hogs the covers is 55, not higher. You got it, Tracy. Tracy, you're starting off with a 4.
I'll keep that, and I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 5.
I'm going to try it again and go higher.
Risking it higher than a 5. Oh, no, another 4. And a break for Jorge, who will look at the base card. A king.
And I'll keep that one. I'll go lower than that.
Lower than a king. Oh, no, another king. Couldn't take advantage of it. Janice fills in the spaces. Jorge, your first question. Jorge, we found 100 women who have 10 or more children and asked them, the last time you waxed the kitchen floor, did someone walk across it before it was dry? How many women said yes?
10 children, that's a big number. The odds are against her, so I would say a very, very high number of children actually did it. I'll go for, say, about 70? Yeah.
70 women have had someone walk across the floor before it was dry, Tracy.
My mother only had 3 kids, and I don't think she did the floor once without one of us walking over it. I think it's even higher than that.
Well, the actual number of women with 10 or more children who had someone walk across the kitchen floor before it was dry is 63, not higher. Jorge, you got it. Yes.
Keep the king.
We're looking at a king.
I keep it and I go lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, a 3.
I'll go higher now.
Higher than a 3. Oh, no, another double of 3. Wow, Tracy, a break. Play off the floor and call this.
Gotta be higher.
Higher than a 4. It is an 8.
Lower.
Lower than an ace. An 8.
Freeze.
Freezing it, and Tracy needs 2 cards for the first game in the match. And we're going to take time out for a brief pause, so don't go away. These people pay the bills. That's all the time we have for now. We'll invite Jorge and Tracy back to finish this match. And I do hope you'll come back and join us the next time we play Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now. Have yourself a very good day. We'll see you next time.
A representative of the studio audience will receive Arabia of Finland's Ruska stoneware, safe for dishwasher, refrigerator and oven, even microwave ovens. A Scandinavian design that's practical as well as beautiful, furnished by Arabia of Finland. And some of our contestants will receive Jovan, introducing exhilarating, vibrant, vital Jovan Sport Sense. For him, for her, because life is a contact sport. And the versatile West Bend Pizza Baker and Grill. Not only bakes delicious pizza, it grills and warms as well.